Welcome back. How are you all? Very fine. First thing first, let's check the audio quick. Is the audio okay or not? Let me know. I've just reached home. Okay, very busy. So actually, it has rejected from the consequent enforcement. I tweeted this before. Oh, very nicely. And it has taken the sell liquidity. In the meantime, it has made the relative equal loss. Let me know that voice is okay because it's the most important thing before everything. I mean, I'm always confused about the voice. Voice is perfect. Thank you, Martin. So Rahul, good morning. Good morning, brother, and also good evening. Because it's, I mean, evening over here. Hansino, hola, hola, tudo bem? And Avgando, all good. Thank you, brother, for the confirmation. Hardik, audio good. Hi, bye. Oh, okay, thank you. The audio is perfect. I think I have just, I mean, make over my audio problem. I think so. Okay, Vamsi audio is good. Thank you, brother. Hardik, how are you? I'm very fine, brother. I'm always fine. I mean, thanks for asking. Really, how are you? You are okay? Bit low, but okay. It's bit low. Maybe I have to put the. I mean, I think it will be okay. Hi, Apostolo. Very evening. I mean, thank you for. I mean, confirming that everything is good. Before going further, I want to ask you to give me some like. Okay, I want at least 50 like by today's streaming. I want that. Okay, so give me the like. If you forgot to like the, I mean, the streaming or something, so just don't forget. Okay, give me the like first. So in the morning, I told you that to mark the consequent enforcement of this week. Okay, so there is another thing I would like to remove this one, or I'll just keep. I mean, this is our dollar index. Okay, don't forget this is the dollar index. I'll just mark this one as the consequent enforcement, and I'll remove the fib. Also, I will mark the fair value gap over here. This fair value gap. Okay, so I will mark. If I just mark this, then I can see the consequent enforcement of this week and the fair value gap consequent enforcement are in the same place. So I'll remove the consequent enforcement so that it will be easier for me. There will be no more lines. Okay, just watching the charts respecting values. Okay, so it is respecting. I didn't get the time to see the market. I have just reached home. I tweeted I will be live, and then I pray. I came back. Okay, I have just opened my chart. And what are you talking about today, brother? I would like to talk about the thing I described in Saturday. I mean, how Monday price action works. Okay, so that's the thing I would like to talk about today. So here is the new week. I mean, this is the new week candle. My overall expectation is it will go higher. Okay, it's a long term. Don't know. Good morning, brother. I just started, so nobody is actually late. But if you just, I mean, join to the stream, please give me the like first. I need more likes today. At least 50 likes. I want that. I want from all of you guys. I need 50 likes. Okay. So many lines makes it confusing. It shouldn't be so many lines. I will show you everything. Which line is where? Okay. So this is the weekly chart, and you can see this is the. I mean, this line is the monthly fair value gap low. This black bold line. This is the monthly fair value gap low. I have marked the sell side liquidity. If you see a line, you will see the line to the right. It will be over there. I mean, buy side liquidity, sell side liquidity. This is also the sell side liquidity. I will show you everything, so you won't be confused. Okay, just give me some time. I will give you every line. What is it? Okay, you won't be confused. So then I will go to the daily, and if I come to the daily chart, daily chart, I will mark the Friday. Okay, I'll remove this buy side liquidity. I'll keep this sell side liquidity because it is important. And this is Friday candle. I will mark the Friday candle high. Don't forget this Friday candle high, and this is the Friday candle low. Should I write it down? Okay, I'll write it down. Okay, okay. Friday FLOW. Friday low, and no, not this way. I will just use the horizontal ray. That will be easier, so that I will see how it works. Okay, and then I'll write it down. Friday low, and this one is Friday high. I'm just gonna mark this first. It's gonna take some time, so don't get bored. Okay, this is Friday high. Yes, high. So I have Friday high and Friday low right to the middle. I'll change the color to the blue. Some same should be blue middle. So Friday high and Friday low. I'll go to the 1 hour chart now. In 1 hour chart, why you are getting confused, brother? Don't be confused. I mean, this is the daily fair value gap. This line is Friday high. This line is Friday low. There is relatively equal low. That means the sell side liquidity. Okay, and it is inside the daily fair value gap. This is the hourly fair value gap, and also the consequent encroachment of this week. Okay, so there is not more line. It is very small line. Okay, check the buy breaker block in DXY. Alright. Okay. So, what did you say, Chetan? Check the buy breaker block in DXY. Buy breaker block from where? I mean, from daily chart or the hourly chart? Let me know, okay? Because I didn't see any breaker block over here. No breaker in daily chart. Uh, 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 uh. So here, high. No breaker from daily chart. I will see from the hourly chart. It is pure consolidation. I mean, no setup over here. You can't mark your breaker block or something from here. It's because okay, I will go to the 15 minutes, Chetan. Give me time. I will go over there. Don't worry. Okay, keep open new week opening gap for 5 weeks. Yeah, you have to keep it for 5 weeks, at least for 5 weeks. Okay, so for this is the hourly chart, and we can see that price actually went higher to this fair value gap consequent encroachment, also the week consequent encroachment. Now, guys, when I mean marked this consequent encroachment and I tweeted to my Twitter, so far I remember nobody asked me why I have marked this high. I mean this week. There was another week over here. There was another week over here, but why I have marked this week? Nobody asked. And that's why I'm not gonna reply this one because nobody is interested why I have marked the consequent encroachment. You should have asked me. Whatever I will show you, if it is not clear for you, you should have asked me. Okay, so overall, I will from the hourly chart, I will go to the 15-minute chart. Is voice clear? I mean, Martin, you told me that it's little bit low. Is it clear now? Let me know, okay, brother. So this is the hourly chart. I mean, hourly fair value gap. I will mark it as hourly fair value gap. And you told me that there is a okay, slow high, low low. So you are talking about this one, this breaker block. Okay, it's nice breaker block. Thank you. Really a very nice breaker block. I mean, thank you, Chetan. It's a swing high, which because I left the new opening the previous also and this week 9 lines for new week opening. You have to keep them, Hardik. You have to keep the new week opening gap. I mean, you have to keep them and you have to write it down somewhere so that you can understand. Okay, there is no other way to to keep them. I mean, it is very important. So if you skip them, it will hurt you. So it's up to you, brother. Explain me the week I wasn't here yesterday. Okay, Hardik, actually, it's better to, I mean, skip this week right now because I have seen that there was a very nice fair value gap, but I saw the chart from my phone. That's why I didn't notice the fair value gap. Instead of that, I saw this week, which is actually the highest week. Okay, it's kind of fair value gap. Every week is actually uh, same like a fair value gap. So week consequent encroachment and fair value gap consequent encroachment, it's kind of same thing. So that's why I have seen that market actually this week consequent encroachment price was over there. That's why I skip this one. First, I have marked this week consequent encroachment. When price went through this week consequent encroachment, I have marked this consequent encroachment. Okay, I didn't mark, but if I were in the market, I would mark the consequent encroachment of this week. When it has broken the consequent encroachment, then this week is my last consequent encroachment. I mean the last week for the consequent encroachment. If it fails to hold the price, then this buy side would be my target. Okay, that is the way you will change your expectation to with the price. You can't be strict with your analysis. Okay, you have to change it with, I mean, uh, throughout the price, whatever price is doing, you have to go with him. Okay, that's why I have marked the constant encroachment of this week, but later I can see there is very nice hourly fair value gap, you can see, and the constant encroachment price actually rejected from this hourly fair value gap. Right now it's over here, and you see this low, they're relatively equal low, and they're very clean low. Okay, in my opinion, it will take this sell side liquidity. Okay, this is my thinking. I'm not sure it will take it or not. I will see. And this low is the Friday low. So if it went lower and take the sell side liquidity, my I mean strong opinion is it will go back into the range again. I mean this blue line and this blue line, this is the Friday range. Okay, so it will go back into this range again, as it has actually taken the buy side liquidity from here. I mean this high and this side they are relatively equal highs, so it has taken the buy side liquidity. Now it is going to take the sell side liquidity. Okay, so that's the thing, brother. Right now I am thinking I will go to the 15-minute chart first, and this is really very nice breaker. I will see how it works. If it breaks, I mean if this breaker break this time and it went lower, take the sell side liquidity, then when it will come back to this breaker, and if it shows me that this breaker is going to break again, okay, in that time I will say this breaker will be very stronger. I mean 95% of the time you will see this breaker will hold the price. If this happens, okay, I will draw the line so that you will understand. I mean it will take the sell side liquidity, then it has break this breaker. Okay, when it will be here somewhere, I mean just going to break this breaker, if you take your entry over there and you put your stop loss just below the breaker consequent encroachment, you will see market most of the time it will never come back to this breaker again, and it will go to the buy side liquidity instead of going lower. Okay, so this is the thing. I will talk about that later when I will see the price action over there. Right now my thinking is it is going lower to take this clear sell side liquidity. You see this low and this low, they're relatively equal low. Always I told you to train your eyes to see this type of liquidity, because this type of clean liquidity market always go toward that. Okay, so you have to train your eyes so that you can see this type of liquidity, not only swing low or swing high, because swing low swing high, yeah, there is liquidity. I'm not telling that there is no liquidity, but market sometimes actually didn't go. If you see a swing low over here, now I won't be sure that it will go lower this swing low to take the liquidity. But if I see this type of lows, very clean lows, i will I will be confident that market is actually going toward this sell side liquidity to take it. Okay, so okay, so please explain me weak. I think Hardik, you got your answer. That 1 hour fair value gap is balanced. In my opinion, this 1 hour fair value gap. I mean, let me go to the 1 hour first. No, it's not balanced. It's because it is the sell side inefficient. I mean, since sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I didn't get the buy side yet. Okay, I have got the rejection from the consequent encroachment, but it is not repriced. The half money. I mean, the 50% of this fair value gap is repriced, but the upper 50% of this fair value gap isn't repriced yet. Okay, so I need to reprice it first, then I need the rejection, then I will just remove this fair value gap, because that will be balanced. Till now, I can see it is not balanced because there is no buy side liquidity to the upper portion. If you just, make it like this and look over here. Actually, this candle came, I mean, it has come here, okay? It didn't close the fair value gap. I didn't see any body over there, so it is not repriced yet. This portion is still need the buy side liquidity. So when it has rejected from the consequent encroachment and has taken the sell side liquidity, it is not, balanced yet. I need the buy side liquidity first, okay, brother? Tropical, you are back. Welcome back, brother. Walaikum assalam. Uh, Domino Forex, hello, brother. I have made your video, so give me a thanks and don't tell me to do that type of videos again, okay? I really don't know how to make them. And guys, I saw there are some more people. Actually, I'm going to tell you this thing again. Please give me the like. I need at least 50 like today by my streaming. I need that. I would like to see 50 likes. So don't forget to give me the like and share, subscribe. It's up to you. If you want to subscribe, if you are new want to subscribe, it's up to you. And share, it is also up to you. But I need likes. I need that, brother. Right now I can see prices, this breaker is actually holding the price, but I really want to see market will go lower and it will actually, I want to see some kind of shallow run. It will just come below this low, very short, okay, just a shallow run, then it will go higher again. I would like to see this, and later I will see. Right now I'm thinking this breaker will hold the price or not. If this breaker can hold the price, then the upper level, this buy side liquidity, all of this buy side liquidity, you see this high and this high, they are relatively equal high, so there is my buy side liquidity as well. Let me mark the buy side liquidity as well. So this high and this high, okay, they're relatively equal high, so this should be your clean buy side liquidity. Train your eyes, guys, please train to mark this type of buy side liquidity. You see this low and this, sorry, this high and this high, they're relatively equal high, that is buy side liquidity. They're very clean, and market actually never keep them like that way, okay? So that's the thing. Ahmed Tarek, hey bro, how are you? Let me know, how are you? You're from Bangladesh, Ahmed Tarek? I will go to the Euro USD. And uh, 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 is there anyone who actually love Forex? I'll go to the daily chart. So this is sell side liquidity, and right now price is over here. I would like to see how it works from this consequent encroachment, from the weekly chart. If you have remembered this, this is from weekly chart, and this water block, this is also from the weekly chart. I want to see if it can hold the price. If it retests the water block, it is acceptable, okay? If it went higher, this high, if it wants to take the buy side liquidity, but the body has to be closed at the order block level or below the order block level. If it want to retest the order block, okay, I will look at the price. In my opinion, when dollar is actually going lower to take the sell side liquidity, it will go higher and it will take some kind of liquidity. Maybe this highest liquidity it has already taken, so it will come back again, okay? So this is the range of the Friday, okay? Before going over there, I would like to talk about something. I have watched a video from a YouTuber. This is something, okay? I'm just, can you go for NAS 100? Yeah, I will go for NAS 100, brother. No problem, no worries. I'll go over there, but before 9:30, we don't have any kind of NT setup for NAS or EMINI S&P, okay? So I have near about 1 hour. I will go over there step by step, okay? I would like to finish this first. The Forex. What I was talking about. I have watched a video from a YouTuber. He told me that he was actually explaining the Nasdaq, and he told that whatever I'm just telling you here, you can use the concept in Forex as well. It will work in the same way. I am not agree with him. Okay, I mean whatever I will talk about in futures, it won't work. It will work in Forex perfectly. I will not say that. I am not agree with this. Statement. because in forex you will see more manipulation, where in futures you will see more precise price action. Okay, so if anyone tell you that whatever I'm telling you in future it will work perfectly in forex or any other market, I am not agree with them, and I am not telling you this. If you really love to trade forex, I can't tell you that whatever I'm telling you in Nasdaq, I mean in future it will work perfectly in forex, because this is fully different market. Okay, maybe the theory it can works over here. Okay, but not perfectly. You have to understand this. You can take the theory from future market, but when you will use the theory to the forex market, you have to be more precise. You have to be more careful, because forex has more manipulation than Nasdaq, I mean the future market. Okay, this is the true thing. Okay, I saw that YouTuber to talk like that way, and his students were replying, thank you sir for clearing this, but I didn't comment though, and I'm not telling he is wrong, or I'm not a hater of him. I am telling the things I understand. Okay, so don't get this personal way. I mean, I really love I mean, tell you the truth. Okay, this is the truth. If you would like to work with the forex, you have to be careful for more manipulation rather than, I mean, the indices market. Okay, so right now it is in the let's go to the weekly chart first. So you see this week consequent encroachment, this is the level. Okay, don't forget. So I'm going to daily chart right now. So this is the weekly, I mean, consequent encroachment. Right now price is over here and it is holding the price over there. I want to see that market will go lower, but first it should have to go higher to take some liquidity. It has taken this liquidity. Okay, it has taken this one, but if it wants to take the water block retest, it can do that. How do I know that it will go above here and it will retest the order block? If it can break this consequent encroachment, I mean the body close, then I will expect that market will go to this order block and it will retest this order block. Okay, from daily chart, I mean, until this is over here it is consolidating or it is actually going up and down, there is nothing to do over here. I will go to 1 hour and I will see over here. Okay, maybe I told you that I want to see daily candle closed above there. I'm sorry, actually the hourly candle. I want to see the hourly candle close above the consequent encroachment. Okay, if it can close above this consequent encroachment, also this fair value gap, as I have seen that there was a very nice hourly fair value gap. So if it can close above both of this level, then I will expect it will go to this order block level again and it will retest it. Okay, and so far I can see it has actually taken the buy side liquidity from here. So that is, as my expectation is market will go lower for long term, it will go lower. I want to see it should go low. Okay, but if it wants to go higher, it has to close above this hourly fair value gap and also this consequent encroachment. If it can close over there, then I will expect it will go toward this order block, I mean retesting this order block. So that is from hourly chart. Right now we can see it has actually successfully break the consequent encroachment of the hourly fair value gap. So this is the last barricade, the hourly fair value gap high and the weekly consequent encroachment. This is the last barricade for holding the price to take the buy side liquidity from here, or you can if you want to say to, I mean, to retest the order block. This is the order block, don't forget. I'd like to go to 15 minute, and if you come to the 15 minute, look at this low. Assalamu alaikum. If you see this low and this low, they are relatively equal low, very clean low. I really want to see this low will be taken. Okay, but it will take today, I don't know. It will take tomorrow, I don't know. I want to see the market, how it is reacting. So far I can see it has reacted from the consequent encroachment very beautifully, very beautifully. Look at the price over here, it's perfect. Though I don't expect this type of perfection from forex right now, but it has successful, I mean perfectly I mean rejected from the consequent encroachment and traded this I mean 50-minute fair value gap. and I would like to see actually did it work like that way or not. Okay, I want to see this thing. If I just mark this one as my sell side liquidity, just I'm just trying to see what it has done. Okay, and then if I mark the market structure shift, this is my market structure shift. If you see, there is two fair value gap. One is over here, so I would like to mark the breakaway gap. This should be the breakaway gap. So it has actually rejected from the consequent encroachment. That's nice. And if you mark the upper level fair value gap, there should be your entry. So this is the fair value gap. So if it works, then it has to take the buy side liquidity. So it has taken the buy side liquidity from here. Okay, you can see this week it has taken the buy side liquidity. That means it has done its job. Now if it can come back again, and when it will go through this breakaway gap, we all know how to utilize this breakaway gap. If it you can utilize the breakaway gap through the way I told you, I shared with you, then this sell side liquidity will be our target. Right now we have nothing to do because it can go either up or either low, we don't know. If it can break the high, we will expect it will go to this, I mean to this order block level for retesting order block. If it wants to go lower, it has to break this breakaway gap first, then we will, I mean, look for our trade for short entry. Okay, please focus on only indices Nasdaq. Don't know, brother, actually I got so many messages that some people are trading the Forex, so they told me to talk about the Forex. That's why I'm just going from here, and I will stay to the I mean future market. Okay, I will just complete the Forex market first, then I won't come back over here. Okay, so give me some times. You have to consider other people who actually love to trade Forex. You have to give them give them some space. Okay, in my opinion, we should be uh, DZ 30 and what is that DZ 30 and Nasdaq. I will go Nasdaq, brother. I don't know why you guys are very, I mean, so hurry for Nasdaq because it's 8:37 in the morning. We have nothing to do right now in future market, nothing to do at all. If you seek some kind of best setup, I don't care. You can take the entry. Amaije, you can take the entry before 9:30. Okay, so I'm not hurry to go over there. I will go over there, but as I have the time, I would like to complete the Forex first. Okay, then I will go to the, I mean, future market. And Ravi, I actually don't, yeah, don't see the US 30. Okay, I mean the Dow market. I think you were talking about the Dow. So I don't see the Dow market. I only see mini S&P and the Nasdaq. So if you look at the price over here, I mean from for the what else? It is GBP USD. People come here to let him do the analysis for them or what? Uh, okay, just leave the everything. I will just complete the Forex. Then I will go to the future market. Okay, please don't request me anything. I know I should do this, and that's why I'm doing. Okay, if you are just getting bored, just then you can just take sometimes rest. You can come back later. I mean, I would like to finish this first because I will spend my rest of the time to the future market. But there are some people who actually love to trade forex. That's why I'm talking about this forex. Okay, so please let me do the things I'm doing over here. So this is the GBP USD market, and if you see, it is actually going higher. In my opinion, it will go lower. It will go lower. Okay, whatever it is doing here right now, it's because of the dollar index is going lower to take the sell side liquidity, so it has actually went higher. After that it will go lower, but don't think you will see some kind of big run. Okay, we will see that market will be inside this Friday candle, inside this Friday candle. Okay, this is the Friday candle, and I want to see that market will be inside this Friday candle. It should be accumulation phase in Monday. Okay, So I want to see that right now it is going higher, take some kind of buy side liquidity, then it will go lower. That is my expectation. You have to be expect, I mean, you have to expect something from the price. I will just remove this sell side liquidity. And if you see, actually it went higher. If I just mark the consequent encroachment, I want to see actually where it has gone. Okay. So that is the, I mean, the consequent encroachment of this week. Okay. So actually it is rejected. It has been rejected from the consequent encroachment. That's good. If you just see the sell side liquidity over here, just mark the sell side liquidity. That is very clean sell side liquidity. I'm sorry guys if anyone got hurt by my word. I'm really sorry. Okay, but I want to finish this first. So this is the kind of thing. Actually, it has went to the consequent encroachment of the highest week, and now it has been rejected from there. I want to see how it works over there. And this sell side liquidity is very clean, and all of this place we have lot of sell side liquidity. If you just mark this one as your sell side liquidity, you can see this is also the relatively equal lows. I mean, this low and this low, they are relatively equal low, and it is very clean sell side liquidity. So my expectation is it has already taken the buy side liquidity. And I think it has traded the lower part. Yeah, it has traded the lower part of this last fair value gap. Okay, this is the last fair value gap, and now it is actually. And also, if you look at the price over here, it has been rejected from the consequent enforcement. Okay, look at the price over here. It has been, I mean, rejected from the consequent enforcement. What should be your expectation? It will come back again to the lower part, though we got the lower part over here once time, but it has traded the lower part again, and the third time it has traded the lower part. Okay, now when it has traded the lower part, it didn't clean the sell side liquidity. This is the most obvious sell side, I mean the uh, highest sell side liquidity. It failed to take the sell side liquidity. Instead of that, it has made the relatively equal lows. Okay, then it went back to the lower part again. Now this time I would like to see if it can take the sell side liquidity or not. Okay, I am not expecting that it will take the sell side liquidity. I want some kind of run toward this sell side liquidity so that I can place my trade to the 1 minute chart over here. I mean, something like that. Okay, and if you look at the price over here, I want to see actually there was any entry or not. Okay, so I think the forex market start at 7. So after 7 it went higher, it went lower to this fair value gap, I mean this lowest fair value gap. After this fair value gap it went higher again, and taken all the buy side liquidity from here. Right now price is over here, but the price action is not clear. I mean, there is no clean market structure shift or something. So you have to wait for, sorry, you have to wait for further information. If you see some kind of very nice price action, kind of this thing. Okay, like you see this run, this is very energetic. Or if you see this type of run, if you see that kind of run to the lower portion, then you can, I mean, place a trade for this sell side liquidity, and lastly this sell side liquidity. Okay, so I think it's done for forex. If anyone over here actually love to trade forex, you guys can think like that way. I don't know what to say, but I will go to the immunization fee. Okay, and before going over there, I'd like to see what it has done actually. So it has actually broke the breaker and has taken the sell side liquidity. Okay, so it has taken the sell side liquidity, and I told you that I'm expecting some kind of shallow run. I was talking about this shallow run. You see, it has just came lower part and it has taken the sell side liquidity. Now I want some kind of higher run, and it has to go through this breakaway gap. I mean the, sorry, not breakaway gap, breaker. Okay, if it started to go break this breaker, then I will be sure that market will go lower from S&P and the Nasdaq market. Okay, that is my overall idea. That was my idea actually. The thing is, it is actually going lower. uh, Eldred Apparis, good evening, brother. Good evening, brother. Eldred, are you new here? I mean, is this your first day? Eldred, I didn't see your name. Also the Ravi, I didn't also see your name. Elias Forex, thank you. You're most welcome, brother. No problem. Daily sell side liquidity 1062023, sir. DXY daily sell side liquidity on 06. Okay, let me check, brother. I'm up slow. Let me check. On zero, what did you say? 106023. On 06023. 06023. Why it is that like that way? On 06023. Something here maybe. You're talking about here. Okay, it has taken the sell side liquidity for, I mean, for if you go to the 1 hour chart and you can see this is the relatively equal low, so that is my sell side liquidity. I don't care about this low, anything. I don't care about that. I really care about some kind of relatively equal lows. Okay, and the thing is, another thing, actually I didn't notice this, but suddenly I have noticed it has a down candle. Okay, so that means price actually went lower for today. Okay, and when I was in Emination P, I saw the same thing. Oma, uh, 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 internet. I saw the same thing. I mean, the down move. This is kind of the indication that market will be consolidate or it will be some kind of choppiness. If you see dollar index is going lower and the future market or any other market which is related with the dollar index, they are going to the same way. You have to avoid that part, okay? Because if it wants to go to the same way, then you will expect some kind of high resistance liquidity run or sloppiness or choppiness. Okay, so you have to remember this. Please write it down to your notebook. If you see the same thing, they are actually going the same way, you have to avoid that session or that day. I don't care, it will I mean it will continue for the day or for the session. If it continue for the day, I will avoid that day, because high resistance liquidity run is something you will take the entry and then you will just think why it is not taking my sell side liquidity, why it is going, I mean, above again and again. Okay, so you have to write it down. If you see this kind of situation, you have to avoid that. Okay, no brother, I mean since last week. Okay, so I maybe I forgot your name, Eldrit. I'm very sorry, brother. But this time I will remember your name. Don't worry. Ravi from first time, brother. I have been watching your videos. Thank you. No problem, Ravi. Okay, so I am right about you. So this is your first time. So welcome, brother. Welcome to my boring lecture. So it has taken this sell side liquidity. I will remove this sell side liquidity, and it has taken the also the relatively equal lows from you can see this low and this low, though they are not relatively equal though, but it has taken the both sell side liquidity. Right now, my expectation is it will go lower. This is for the long term, okay? But today I want to see some kind of higher run. I want to see that. Why? Because if you see the candle from Friday, this is the candle from Friday. I want to see market will stay inside this Friday range. That is my expectation. And now it has taken the sell side liquidity. So that will give me more confidence that market will actually give me the higher run. And the thing is, if it wants to go higher, in the same time dollar index is want to going higher, it will be messed up. Okay, so you have to avoid that. I mean, you will see some kind of higher run, but it will be very sloppy. Okay, you will see that at the end of the day. I will actually screenshot it and I will tweet it to my Twitter. Don't worry, I will show it to you. Right now I am not able to give you the future price action, but that is my expectation. When I am expecting dollar index is going higher, in the same time I'm expecting it is going higher, it is very difficult to, I mean, to take a entry and continue that entry. Okay, I'm just repeating this again and again because this is very important. Otherwise, if you take entry to your live account in this type of situation, you will see some kind of, you will face some kind of fear to stop out, or your blood pressure will be high. Okay, you will be a mental patient. Something like that. I mean, I face this problem, so I'm just actually alerting you so that you guys can skip this one. So I'm expecting it will go higher. In the same time, I'm expecting dollar index will go higher. If both of them start to go higher, you will see some kind of sloppiness. I will go to the 15-minute chart. After this, I will go to EMA S&P. Okay, I really love EMA S&P, guys. Don't get me wrong. I really love EMA S&P. I will go over there, but just give me one moment. I will just okay. So there is the last fair value gap. So this is the last fair value gap. If it wants to go lower, it can go low now, and my opinion is it will never take this low. You see this, instead of that, it can come lower again. I mean, to take this sell side liquidity from here, you see this low and all of these lows are relatively very equal. If you go to the 1 minute chart, you will see some kind of very clean sell side over there. I'll show it to you, don't worry. If you go to the 1 minute chart, my internet, you guys can watch this clearly. I mean, no lagging, something like that. You see all of these lows, they're very relatively equal lows. If you mark this low, this is very clean low. See, very clean low. So it has been rejected from the consequent encroachment, then rejected the price, came back to the lower part. There should be your entry. I mean, if you if it is inside the session, that should be our entry. Oh man, I don't have any place to put my stop loss, so I couldn't take my entry over there. This you look this high, price can easily go above and take the buy side liquidity from there. So I need the market structure shift. Okay, so I can mark this one as my market structure shift. I'm not telling you to take this entry, it's because it's before the session. So I'm not interested to take that entry. And if you go to the 5 minute, so if you go over there and you just mark the fair value gap from 5 minute chart, let the price close first where it will close, then you will mark the 5 minute fair value gap. That should be your entry over there. As because I don't have the 1 minute fair value gap, I mean not clean fair value gap, though that was a very clean low run, but that is not displacement. Although I actually ICT told to avoid this type of run. ICT told to avoid this type of run, and I'm also telling you to avoid this type of run because this is not clean displacement. I always love to see this type of clean displacement. Okay, so that should be your market structure shift. And if you see some kind of very clean run and with a very nice fair value gap, that should be your entry point, and this sell side liquidity should be your target. Okay, so if I just mark it like that way, because I saw something over here, I mean this breaker, so I would say that I will take my entry over there and I will put my stop loss just above this breaker, and my target should be over here. Okay, something like that. But I won't take this entry right now. It's because it's just before 9:30. Before 9:30, whatever setup over here, I don't care actually. Most of the time I got hurt to take entry before 9:30, so I'm not suggesting you to take entry before 9:30. Okay, I'm not suggesting it to you. So that should be your I mean I mean, you want to see some kind of lower run, but it shouldn't break this low. If it would like to go higher, it shouldn't break this low. It can come back lower to take the sell side liquidity, then it will start to go higher for further more buy side liquidity from all of this area. You see all of this buy side liquidity very clean. Look at the buy side liquidity over here. How clean buy side liquidity. Just let me mark it. Look, isn't it very clean? I mean, tick by tick, it is very clean. That means whenever price came here, retail traders saw this is actually respecting, so they took sell over there. All of them, they took sell over there. This three bottom, so that should be the target for the price to take that. But before going over there, it can go below this sell side liquidity and take the sell side liquidity from there, because this is also the very clean support zone. Whenever price came here, they saw price actually went higher, so all the retail trader, they actually took their buy from here. So price should go below this sell side liquidity and take the sell side liquidity. Okay, I'm not suggesting you to take this entry because it is just before 9:30. Before 9:30, I don't believe any price action. I believe I can do some kind of scalp, but I'm not telling you to do this because if you do this, you will get hurt. To be honest, brother. At last, Nasdaq. Before going to Nasdaq, I want to ask you guys if you don't, I mean, if you forget to give me the like, please give me the like. I need at least 50 like today. I need that, okay? I'm asking like from you. If you want to subscribe, you can, but if you don't want, you don't need to subscribe to my channel. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. I don't want your share. If you share, that will be grateful. I mean, I'll be grateful to you. If you don't share, I won't mind. But I really need the like, okay? Uh, can we do live on NAS with macros? Ravi, we have done so many times macros, and I told that I don't want to talk about macro anymore. But let's see, okay? We will wait. I mean, if I see something, I will talk about macro. But I have given you all everything about macro, everything over that folder, macro folder. You will get everything about the macro. And in my opinion, macro is kind of very easy thing. I mean, you shouldn't be confused. It is the easiest thing in my opinion. No high time frame analysis, nothing. So I don't know what to say. But I told that I want to quit to talk about macro. So for Nasdaq, our expectation is it will go lower. Okay, the Nasdaq will go lower. That is our expectation for long term, not short term. I'm talking about the long term. In long term, we are expecting that market will go lower. What is our short term expectation? It will be inside this range in some Monday. Tuesday, I would like to see some kind of manipulation from Monday highs. Then Wednesday, I want to see the expansion. I mean, when Wednesday and Thursday, I want to see price will come here somewhere. I mean, the lower expansion. And Friday, it will go back to the range again. Don't forget, this is the Friday candle, and from Monday, we are expecting that price will go inside the Friday range. Okay, it can take the sell side liquidity, it can do that, but it has to go back into the range again. You can't I mean expect price will go lower and it will continuously to go lower. It can do it. I'm not telling that it won't do it, but overall the general expectation is it will be range bound inside the Friday range. Okay, that is our that should be our expectation. I would like to go to the 50-minute chart and I would like to actually mark the new week opening gap first. I didn't actually mark the new week opening gap, so I will mark it first, then I will go further. So that is the new week opening gap. Let me, okay. Week gap. Come on, just a second. Okay, so I actually, so this is the new week opening gap, and I would like to mark the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. That is very important, guys. This is the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. It's done. I'm sorry, I wasted your time. So that is the new week opening gap. You can see how beautifully price has been rejected from there. Look at the candles over there. When it went through the new week opening gap, it came back to the consequent encroachment and then it went lower. It has taken the sell side liquidity and also rejected from the daily fair value gap consequent encroachment. Now my expectation is it will go back to the, I mean, to the range of the what to say, I mean the what to say to the Friday runs, okay? And so far I remember I have tweeted to mark you some kind of liquidity, sell side liquidity below the somewhere here, okay? I told something to mark over here, new week opening gap, and I did this to the morning. I was expecting that it should be rejected from this fair value gap, this 15-minute fair value gap. I want to see was there any entry setup or not, okay? I want to see that, then I will go back again to the price action. So when it has come here, I don't care. I need the rejection from the consequent question. So I got the rejection from there, and no, I mean the big run, there was no clean run. Instead of that, it had made the relatively equal lows over there. I mean this low and this low, so relatively equal low. This was my sell side liquidity. This was the sell side liquidity. It has been continuously rejected from the consequent encroachment. And I told you, if you would like to take your entry to the lower part after rejection from the consequent encroachment, you have to put your stop loss to the highest high. I mean, some kind of high. These highs actually make the buy side liquidity. Okay, you remember, guys, this thing. You see, it has actually made the buy side liquidity. So if you want to take your entry over here to the lower part after the rejection from the consequent encroachment, just think you just take the entry over here. Just you take your entry over there after the rejection from the consequent encroachment. So you have to put your stop loss to the highest high. So right now I can see this is the highest high, because before this highs, this is all the high where price can go later and take the buy side liquidity before expanding lower. So actually if you put your stop loss over there, that should be your target. I mean this low should be your target. That was very nice. I mean the London session silver bullet entry. I mean it was a very nice entry, okay? And if you don't want to take this entry, I want what do I want? I want to see that it failed to take the high. But where did it happen? It happened over here. It has failed to take the buy side liquidity when it has been rejected from this fair value gap. Why this fair value gap? Guys, everything is similar, okay? Just look at the price over here. It has rejected from here, it went lower, it has taken the sell side. Look at the price action. I talked about this before. Just try to remember this. I talked about this maybe 1 or 2 days ago. It has just, I'll remove this one. It has taken the sell side liquidity. It has given me the market structure shift over here. Just think, okay, this is the market structure shift. I'll just mark a normal high because I'm actually interested to take short, so I'm not care about higher market structure shift. Just think this is the market structure shift, okay? So there is two fair value gap. Where is two fair value gap? This is your one fair value gap, and there is your another fair value gap. Okay, just remember this. This is your another fair value gap, and if you look at the price, it came to the first fair value gap. It went higher to take the buy side liquidity. It has taken the buy side liquidity. Okay, now it's again try to come back lower. I am not interested to buy. I am telling you again and again. I am not interested to buy. Why? Because this is from 15 minute breakaway gap. This is the last fair value gap from 15 minutes. And I want to see some kind of rejection from the consequent encroachment, and then it will come back to the lower part. It will go low and take the sell side liquidity. Okay, this should be your expectation from the time frame. And what will you do? This is all price action. This setup is your price action. Don't forget this is your price action setup, okay? So it actually went higher. It came to the first fair value gap, went higher, take the buy side liquidity. It came back again to the this fair value gap. It has respected this fair value gap, failed to take this buy side liquidity. Now it has failed. Instead of that, it went lower. When it has went lower, you see the market structure shift. If you, I'll just remove this one. I am actually expecting the short. So if you mark this one as your market structure shift, this is the valid market structure shift. If you look this displacement, how beautiful was that? This is very beautiful displacement. Okay, if this is your fair value gap, is it confusing, or it is, I mean, it is not confusing? Let me know, guys. So you have to take your entry over there, and you have to put your stop loss just above this high. Okay, this is the last high, swing high. But if you are a little bit conservative, you can put above this highs, I mean this high. Okay, but you can put above this high. Now if you put above this high, you will be, I mean, stopped out. I'm telling you, if I would take this entry, I would be stopped out, to be honest, guys, because I would never put my stop loss over here. I mean, over this high, I would never do that. I would put my stop loss just above this high, okay? So maybe little bit higher of this high. So I would be stopped out, to be honest, brother. I'm not telling you the lie, but when I would see this candle, it went back. I mean, it went through this parallel cap again. I would take my re-entry. I would take my re-entry over here, and I would put my stop loss above this high now, above this high. Okay, that should be my, I mean, stop loss. Why? Because from the higher time frame, we saw that market actually respecting our thinking. It has taken the sell side liquidity, gave me the market structure shift, first fair value gap, came to that first fair value gap, went higher, take the buy side liquidity. It retest this fair value gap again, failed to take the buy side liquidity. In the meantime, it has actually rejected from the consequent encroachment, came back to the 15-minute fair value gap lower part. Where it should go? It should go low and take the sell side liquidity. Where is your sell side liquidity? There is your sell side liquidity. Okay, I think this one was our sell side liquidity. Remove this one. So this is our, I'm gonna reply you guys, but just let me make it clean first. This is my sell side liquidity. Okay, so if you took your entry over here, and as it has already taken the buy side liquidity, if you would take your entry over there, this is valid. I'm not telling it is valid, it is not valid. So if you took this entry, you have to put your stop loss above this high, and you have to put your target, I mean profit target over here. That should be your first entry if you would like to take the, I mean, fair value gap entry. I am teaching you this for last 3 weeks now. The same thing, guys. This from 15-minute chart. Let me go to the 15-minute again. This is the same thing. I am not showing you new thing again and again. Look to this run. You see, this is very clean run, right? This is the run. This is the only fair value gap. Is there any other fair value gap above this fair value gap? In my opinion, there is no other fair value gap. Nothing. Now you are in 1 minute chart. Here, this is not kind of run I was interested. I would interest this type of run. I mean, when I saw this run and it has made the relatively equal low, this should be the rejection from the consequent encroachment. Now I will wait to come back again to the lower part. If it can come back to the lower part, I would take my entry over here. Just here, not here. I will take my entry over there. Where would be my stop loss? Above this high, because this is the highest high. Price can easily go up to this clean buy side liquidity. It has done this one. Okay. So it has taken the buy side liquidity. It came back again to the lower part. And if you want to take the entry over there, or if you are confused that it is going to take the buy side liquidity or not, then you can wait. But in my opinion, you shouldn't wait, because most of the time you will never get a chance to take the entry. So whatever it is, if you just put your entry over here or here, whatever it is, you have to put your stop loss over there. That should be your entry. Now this should be your first entry. Is it? If you want to go another way, I mean other thing, okay, it has taken this sell side liquidity, gave me the market structure shift with two very nice two fair value gap. This is very nice two fair value gap. Or if you just mark this one, I would like to go with the perfect one. Okay, so that you won't be confusing. So I got my market structure shift over there, and this is the fair value gap. I mean, this is the fair value gap. I'm repeating the same thing again and again. If you guys don't understand, ask me the question, but I will go first. It came here. First time it went take the buy side liquidity. Second time when it has come to this fair value gap, it failed to take the buy side liquidity. What does it mean? From our higher time frame 15-minute fair value gap, we know market will go lower. It is telling us that I don't want to go high, take the buy side liquidity. I want to go lower. Now, if it is telling us I would like to go lower, how do we know that it is really going lower? Look at the displacement. Do you have any kind of confusion about this displacement with the very nice fair value gap? I don't have. So it actually gave you the very nice market structure shift. This is your fair value gap. You will take your entry to the fair value gap. You have to put your stop loss above some kind of swing high, or if you're little bit conservative, you can put your stop loss above this swing high. It's up to you. But I would it over here and I would be stopped out, to be honest. And then I would re-entry over here to toward this sell side liquidity. I mean, this is should be, I think, no, not the here. Yeah, this should be your uh, sell side liquidity. I would go for that. Now, this is another chance. Okay, now I'm going to show you the third chance. This is gonna be your third chance to take your entry. Okay, don't be confused, guys. I'm gonna show you everything. Now, what is this? This is the breakaway gap. What was that? That was 15-minute breakaway gap. It didn't go through the breakaway gap, so we use the lower, I mean lower consequent encroachment, but it went through this fair value gap. Where you see this, it went through this breakaway gap. This is the last fair value gap of this run, this big run. Okay, look at the run. There is any other fair value gap? Can you see any? What to say? The sell side liquidity. Look at the sell side liquidity. Do you have clean sell side liquidity? If you have clean sell side liquidity, you will take the entry. If you don't have the clean sell side liquidity, you will never take this fair value gap entry. Okay, so when it has been rejected from there, and this very good run. Okay, you need some kind of good run. You see this run is very good run. It came back again over here. You will take your entry over there. Okay, where should be your stop loss? Above this high. Why? This high price can easily go above this high and take the buy side liquidity, but this is the highest high, so you will put your stop loss above the highest high. And don't just put it just at the high. Okay, give some little, I mean, maybe one or two tick above the high. I mean, price can easily go and make the relatively equal highs. It can do that. Where should be your target? This sell side liquidity should be your target. So that is your another entry. Is it clear, guys, or not? Okay, I am done with all of this price action over there. Now I'm gonna read your, oh man, how many messages? Okay, can we do live one okay, Ravi, I told, I maybe I gave you the answer. SG Lit Fury. Sir, do you trade in patterns? What is patterns, bro? Actually, I'm confused about patterns. Just make it clear what is patterns. I'm looking to enter 1720. You are looking to enter 1720. Let me see. You are looking 1720. Why 1720? 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know. Why is 1720, Tarek? I mean, 1720, I don't know. Can you check 15 fair value gap? 1720, 1728. Okay. So 15 fair value gap, 1720, 1728. 17. Why 1720? I mean, my price is actually 14611. I mean, something like that. Why 720? 1720. I don't know. I don't know, brother. I don't know, brother. Hello, brother. Hi, Given Zen. How are you, brother? Um, sir, it's pure setup. Are you talking about the thing I have described? SG Lit Fury. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrongly. This resume your video how to avoid losing trade, sir. No, it's not resume my video how to avoid losing trade. How to avoid losing trade. That video is actually about marking the swing highs or swing lows. I mean, which swing high or swing low you have to mark for shifting market structure. This is all about this. Okay, so whatever I was telling over there, that was the fair value gap things. I am explaining that for last 3 weeks. I mean, you have to understand the fair value gap. Okay, that was the thing. I showed you how many times there was the chance to take buy or sell. Okay, how to use the breakaway gap, how do you mark the breakaway gap, how do you expect it will work. Everything I'm talking about here, I'm talking for last 3 weeks. And still, if it is confusing for you guys, I think you didn't do your homework. or you need some more time. Okay, nothing will happen suddenly or by only one day or 2 day, so it will take time. Ravi, so London Open will take out sell side or buy side and then make a run in the other direction. You will look at 15-minute parabolic or season session. As you say, London is manipulation and then New York will distribute. Actually, London is not, I didn't tell that London is manipulation. London is kind of opposite run, okay? I mean, if I am expecting higher run for the New York session, I would like to see the lower run from the London session. That is the thing I was trying to tell, okay? But not manipulation. I mean, it doesn't need to do the manipulation. It can give me the lower run without taking some kind of sell side liquidity if I am expecting higher run the new work. Okay, so that's the thing. I mean, there is nothing related about, I mean, with the liquidity. Okay, Ravi. Given Dio, Amit Tariq, different broker, different price, bro. Yeah, I think it's different broker and different price because I couldn't see the price over here, brother. And I am not interested to take any kind of entry before 9:30. I am telling you again and again. If you would like to take the entry depending on your analysis, you can do it. But trust me, brother, I got hurt so many times to take entry before 9:30. If you just wait for 9:30 opening, and I'm strongly telling you, don't take entry at the 9:30 opening. Even don't take the entry at 9:30 opening. That will hurt you more. Wait some kind of, I mean, come price action because 9:30 you will see some kind of manipulation or the volatility. Always you will say some kind of see some kind of volatility. Okay, so you should avoid the morning session. I mean the 9:30 opening, in my opinion. But if you really do know what you are actually what is it you are doing, you can do it, brother. I'm not telling that. Okay, look at over here. It has taken the sell side liquidity. This is the first fair value gap. This is the second fair value gap. Look, how do you mark the level? Okay, I mean, whenever you will take your entry, how do you mark the level? First, I will start to look from here. Okay, this is 1 minute chart. Don't think this is a higher time frame. Look, all of this price action. Is there any sell side taken after that market structure shift over here? In my opinion, there is nothing something some kind of that thing. Okay, so I'm just watching, and then over here I got this very big run. Look at the run, very nice fair value gap. Okay, now is it has it taken any kind of sell side liquidity? In my opinion, it didn't take the sell side liquidity. Instead of that, it has given me the market structure shift. So I don't care about these two fair value gap. Look, price went higher, it went lower again. What it has done, it has taken, now it has taken some kind of liquidity. Look, it has taken this liquidity. Just let me mark it. Maybe very shallow run, but it has taken the sell side liquidity below this low, this swing low, all of these lows. It has taken the sell side liquidity, I mean some kind of lower run. After that, it has given me the market structure shift. Look at the market structure shift over here. This is the market structure shift. Now this is the thing you are going to learn. How do you know which fair value gap is going very important for you? Okay, look, one fair value gap, two fair value gap. Is it clear? Is there any kind of confusion? Just let me know. Okay, this is the first fair value gap and this is the second fair value gap. Okay, there were two fair value gaps. Look over here, one fair value gap, two fair value gap, but I am not looking at this fair value gap. If I mark this one, I can show you that how beautifully it has worked over here. Okay, but I really don't want to show, I mean, show you something which actually I am not prefer, because it didn't take the sell side liquidity. In my opinion, this two fair value gap is not acceptable for me. One fair value gap, two fair value gap. If you took your entry to the upper fair value gap, I mean to this fair value gap, and if you put your stop loss just below the consequent encroachment of the lower fair value gap, this should be your target. I mean this high, you look at this high, that should be your target. Look how beautifully it has been done over there. I mean, that was a very perfect entry. But I'm telling you, this is not the setup. Because why? Because it didn't take the sell side liquidity first. So this market structure shift is not valid for me. I am not curious about to take this entry. Why? I have already repeated that 2 times. I am repeating it again. There was no sell side liquidity taken before this market structure shift. But over here, market actually went lower. It has taken this sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, this sell side liquidity, all of this sell side liquidity it has taken. After that, it has given me this very nice market structure shift. When I have got this market structure shift, where is your two fair value gap? This is your first fair value gap, this is your second fair value gap. What will you do? You will take your entry to the up, I mean first fair value gap. You will put your stop loss just below the consequent encroachment of the breakaway gap. Where should be your target? To the buy side liquidity. Where is your buy side liquidity? There is your buy side liquidity. That should be your entry. Look over here. I mean, just think this is inside the macro, then that should be your entry. Okay. Now, when it has done, I'm gonna remove this one. I don't need this one anymore because it has done its job. It actually hold the price, send the price to take the buy side liquidity. It has done. Now what I have this breakaway gap. Now I will look at this breakaway gap, how it reacts. If price went through this breakaway gap, I will I will look for something like this. Okay, just let me show you. So price is actually, this run actually made this fair value gap. Okay, look over here, this was the upper run. So this upper run has made this fair value gap. So this is the upper run. This upper run has made this fair value gap. Now if price came back again to the consequent encroachment, I want to see some kind of rejection. Nobody can close below this consequent encroachment, then I want some rejection. Okay, price has to go back, somewhere, then it has to come back again to this low, and then it will take the buy side liquidity again. Where will be your entry? There will be your entry. You will put your stop loss to the lowest low. Okay, and where should be your target? To this buy side liquidity, or if you see some kind of clean highs or whatever. Okay, so that should be your entry. This is one setup. Now another setup, I'm going to show you the another setup. This is the run which has actually made this fair value gap. Price came here, it was very nicely reacted from there. Suddenly it has broken, it has broken this breakaway gap and started to react the consequent encroachment. You saw it has reacted the consequent encroachment, then got a very nice rejection. Then this should be your expectation that market will be go lower over here, and it will put your stop loss to the highest high, and your target should be some kind of sell side liquidity, I mean sell side liquidity. Okay, now when you will take this entry, when this entry is valid, when you will see some kind of relatively equal highs or equal lows above the market price or below the market price. If you don't see that type of relative equal highs or lows, this entry is not valid. This, whatever, how beautiful the entry is, how beautifully it has reacted from there, and then it went to the take some kind of swing highs, I don't care. I am not going to take this entry if I don't see some kind of very nice equal lows. I mean equal highs or equal lows. Look, I can't mark any type of equal highs over here. In my opinion, there is no relatively equal highs. All of this price action, there is no relatively equal highs. That means if it come to this consequent encroachment and give me the setup I have shown you over here, I am not curious to take that entry. Okay, though it is actually before 9:30, whatever I'm talking about you here, you will never take any of this entry, at least not now. When you will understand to how to read this price, then you will take this type of scalp. Okay, but right now you are not permitted to. I'm just telling that permitted. You are not actually permitted to take any kind of entry before 9:30 or at the 9:30. Okay. So what you will do, you will just read the price, how it is reacting over there. Okay. I will go to the 15-minute chart. I would like to see what is it actually doing. It has went below, take the sell side liquidity, and rejected from the consequent encroachment of the daily fair value gap. Now it went higher. It went higher, and I think where is the Friday low? Anyone know? Maybe Friday low is somewhere here. I want to see it would like to go into the Friday range again. That is my expectation. My overall target is price will go lower, I mean long term expectation. Okay, price will go lower. That is my long term expectation. Today my expectation is it will go higher to the Friday runs. That is the expectation for today. Guys, it is not confusing. I think I am repeating the same thing again and again and again. Okay, don't get bored. I'm repeating this so that you guys can remember this. You guys can understand this. Okay, so if I make you bored, I'm really sorry, but I'm just telling you the same thing again and again. Just whenever you will understand the simple concept, I am just giving you the first stage of the fair value gap. How to use a fair value gap, how to mark a fair value gap. I'm just giving you this. When all of you will understand this, I think I will need one more week to talk about this. I will tell you that I'm done with this first step of the fair value gap. Okay, I will tell you. And like macro, I told you that I don't want to talk about macro anymore. I will not talk about this fair value gap anymore. But if any of you missed this, trust me, brother, you have missed the heart of the ICT concept. That is my opinion, okay? Whatever I will tell you, I am telling you the truth. I am not telling you something to attract you so that you guys can stay over here. You guys give me subscriber, views, whatever. I don't care about it. I know it's rude. My friend, he told me that, bro, please don't talk like that way that you don't care. But really, I don't care. I really don't care about your subscribe, your views, or anything. What I care about is your success, is your understanding how you do better in your life in this trading. Okay, that is the thing I really care about. Anything else, I don't care. Whatever you want to say, you can say. I don't care. Uh, okay, Ahmed Tariq. No, brother, I'm not gonna make the potential entry. I mean, I will do that, but you will never guess it before the price. Okay, I mean before the time. It's because if I do that, that's kind of, I mean, things you, if you are actually thinking about the entry right now, then this live streaming is not gonna helpful for you. If you think about the entry, I am telling again and again the same thing. Forget the entry. I will teach you entry without your intention. I mean, without your understand. I mean, you will never notice when you have learned the entry. Trust me, brother. You will never notice that. You will suddenly you will see you know how to take the entry. But if you think about the entry, whatever I'm telling you here, if you think that way, okay, so if it works like that way, then I will take my entry over there. If you think that way, you are not learning. What do you think when you are listening my boring lecture? You will think why price came here, how did it react from the consequent encroachment, how it will react to the upper level of this fair value gap, where is my buy side liquidity, where is my breakaway gap. All of these things you have to think. You can't think when it will come. I mean, it will retrace from the consequent encroachment. When it will come back over here, I will take my entry. You can't think that. I am telling you this. When you will take your entry, you will think price will come here, then it will come here. You have to forget the word entry. There is no entry over here. Nothing about entry. Because entry you will learn without your intention. In a subconscious mind, you will learn how to take the entry. And I learned this way, so I'm telling you, trust me, bro. You will learn how to take the perfect entry. Which one is the most probable entry? Everything you will learn without your intention. But if you right now, if you think about entry, you will miss everything. Whatever I'm telling you here, you will miss everything. So this is 9:30. I would like to see how it reacts. I mean, my expectation is it will go higher. So at 9:30, I want to see some kind of lower run. I mean, lower Judas swing. It should go lower, and it should take some kind of, I mean, the sell side liquidity. But it is what it is. I will see how actual pairs react over here. It is actually going higher, and it has made the relative equal highs. I would like to mark the relative equal highs. I want to see that market will go lower first at 9:30. I want to see that. But if it would like to go higher, okay, it's okay, perfect, okay. So far, I can see it has actually made the relatively equal highs, and Let's see. So it went through this, in my opinion. Okay, this has already taken the sell side liquidity. Has taken the sell side liquidity from there, and that is the market structure shift. I'm telling you guys, if you guys try to take 9:30 opening, and you will get hurt. Most of the time, you will get hurt. To be honest, if I see any okay, no, there is no fair value gap, so this is not valid. Instead of that, it has actually taken the buy side liquidity. It has taken the sell side liquidity. That's good. I will mark this one as my buy side liquidity. Now I have the relatively equal highs over here. Look, how did I expect? How did I mark with the price? It was my market structure shift. It has turned into my buy side liquidity right now. So I want to see the sell side liquidity taken first. That was my previous expectation. I want to see that. Okay, it has taken the buy side liquidity, very normal. I mean, if you mark this high as your buy side liquidity taken, it has taken the buy side liquidity. If I see some kind of sell side liquidity taken, then I would look for some kind of setup for buy side. I mean, now the buy side has made over here. I would look for that. But this is 9:30 opening. You all have to be careful about the 9:30 opening. If I would see some kind of break, I mean the fair value gap over here, I would take my entry over there for the buy, and I will go for the consequent encroachment of this new week opening gap. As there was no fair value gap, there is nothing to do right now. I want to see that it will go lower and it will take the buy. I mean sell side liquidity. Okay, that is the thing. In the meantime, I can see it has actually reject. I mean it has rejected from this fair value gap again, I mean two more times, but I would like to see how it reacts. If it can break this fair value gap, I will react with the price. Okay, so this is the first time it has come to the consequent encroachment of the breakaway gap. If it can hold the price to send it higher, I would look for buy some kind of liquidity, then it will go back again to the higher. That is the whole expectation from the price action. Okay, so okay, can you mark potential? Okay, we love when you repeat knowledge. Thank you, this my word. Orphan Crow, may I ask your opinion on gold? I think if it does not retrace down, don't go bullish. But I didn't see that gold market today, and you should have told me before the session, because it's already, I mean, 9:30. I would like to see how it reacts. Okay, so now it went through this breakaway gap. I would like to see how it reacts. If it can hold the price to sell side, I would look to say, I mean see some kind of sell side liquidity, though I don't have very clean sell side liquidity yet. But I will go, no, nothing. There's no sell side below here, and only I have this buy side liquidity, so I have to wait. Okay. So it has taken the sell side liquidity so far. I can see it has taken this sell side liquidity. When it has taken the sell side liquidity, it has done its job to the lower part. Now if it can go through this breakaway gap again, then I would like to take some, I'm interested to take the buy. Okay, now if it can go through this breakaway gap, you know why this breakaway gap is important to me? I have described it again and again. Okay, now if you don't know how to mark this breakaway gap, I am sorry, brother, I really don't know how to describe this thing again. Okay, Anapastula, in EU, sir, this morning, gap and breakaway can be formed as it separated with some candle, or need to be besides. I forget about the mm, what did Euro USD. I forgot everything about Euro USD. I'm sorry, Apostle, and I don't want to switch my chart right now. Is the fifth retracement on trading you a good way to take entry in golden zone, or is it better to just use fair value gap? Fib is nothing, brother. I mean, if you want to use fib, that is kind of the thing you can just measure the run. Okay, where it can go. I mean, if I would like to mark this run, Let me mark. Hello, hi, hi, okay. Let me mark the run. I can measure how long it can go. Okay, just let me mark it. Look, it can go to the on of this level, okay? I mean, sorry, not this one. So it can come any of this level, -1 deviation, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. It can come on of this deviation, then it can retrace. This is the thing you will measure the price run, okay? So in my opinion, actually you can take a trade depending on the pip. That is kind of foolishness. I'm not with that with this. I really don't want to take entry depending on the pip. My bad, brother. No problem. All I'm sorry, brother. Next time I'll do that. Okay. Uh, okay. So you can see it actually came to the 1.5. I want to see how it reacts. I do not want to see that it will take this low. Remember this low? This is the lowest low. I don't want to see it. It has taken. Okay. Just let me change the color. I don't want to see that this low has taken, because if it is taken, then I will go for short. I will change my whole opinion about today's price action. I want to see that market would like to go higher. You see this high and this side were relatively equal highs, and that is a very clean buy side liquidity. So far price actually came here and it has taken all the liquidity. In the meantime, it has made some kind of sell side liquidity, so it will go back again. I mean, it will go lower again and it will take the sell side liquidity. You see this low and this low, they are relatively equal low, so it's gonna take the sell side liquidity, I think. After that, I will wait for some kind of market structure shift to the upper level after taking this sell side liquidity, okay? And so far we can see it has actually rejected from -1.5 standard deviation, so that is not important right now for me. Now I have this sell side liquidity, I have this buy side liquidity, okay? Price is over here. This is the breakaway gap, which is very important. I mean, in my opinion, this is very important. If price failed to take the sell side liquidity, instead of that, it went to this breakaway gap again to the consequent encroachment. It has been rejected here, okay? It has been already rejected to the consequent encroachment. So if it come to the lower part of the fair value gap, we should take our entry, but that would be little bit uh, risky. Why? It's because this rejection, though this is very clear rejection, we are expecting market will go higher. That is our expectation. Market will go higher. So if you wait for more information, I mean, when it will come back to the lower part of this fair value gap, that should be the better. I mean, it will come back to this lower part, then it will give you some kind of setup for the sell side liquidity. I told you again, I'm repeating this again. If price fail to take the sell side liquidity first, if it fails, okay, instead of that, if it went higher to this fair value gap, then we will wait for some kind of lower market structure shift or something like that to take the sell side liquidity. If it has taken the sell side liquidity, then I will look for some kind of setup, I mean market structure shift for this buy side liquidity. In that case, this fair value gap is not important for me if it can take the sell side liquidity first. Okay, is it clear or is there any, I mean, confusion? It stopped on the 15-minute order block. Okay, let me go to the 15-minute order block. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you for confirming. Where is the order block? I mean, I don't see the order block over here, brother. Sorry. It has taken the sell side liquidity. Now, if I see some kind of higher run, I will go for buy. I mean, that should be a very nice setup for buy. This is my opening gap. That is my opening gap. Actually, it went to the consequent encroachment of the opening gap, and it is over here. I really don't want to see that it has taken the lowest low. Okay, this low. I really don't want to see that. I want to see that it will go high and it will go back into the uh what to say. The Friday dance. That is the thing I'm expecting right now. But whatever it is doing over here, it is doing. I don't know what to say about that, but it should be your expectation that way, and then you have to react with the price. I mean, you can't be strict with your expectation. I am expecting it will go higher, but if price would like to go lower, I will respect the price decision. Okay, I won't go against the price. So it came back over here, the consequent encroachment again. The daily fair value gap consequent encroachment. Then let's see what it has done. And I would like to see where did it come again. I would like to mark the view again one more time. So it actually came over here. Okay, so there is the second deviation just below the low. I will see how it react over there. Okay, right now I have nothing to do. Why I am not interested to take sell? Why I am not interested to take sell? Can anyone tell me why I'm not interested to take sell? Because this is very good run. Why I'm not interested to take sell? Any of you can tell me that? Maybe he meaning 30-minute order block. Tarek, I don't go 30-minute chart. I mean, I mean 15-minute, 1 hour daily, and weekly one minute. That's all for me. Okay, I am not interested to take a look about 30 minutes. There is no 1 minute fair value gap as well. My opinion, I would like to see the 5 minute. Is there anything in 5 minutes or not? Nothing in 5 minutes except the rejection block. If you look at the rejection block, this is the rejection block. Where is my rejection block? Okay, whatever. This is the rejection block. I'll change the color actually. It has it it has taken the sell side. Yes, it has already taken the sell side. Now this is the time. If it is a shallow run, I'm happy. I would like to see. And all of you know what does it mean by to take the low. I want the body close. This is not, it didn't take the sell side liquidity yet. Okay. It didn't take the this low yet. I want the body close. All of you know whatever I'm telling you here. I need the body. If body can close below this low, then my whole expectation will be changed. Until then, I'm still expecting higher price. This buy side liquidity and the Friday range. Till now, okay. I need the body close below this low. Okay, so that's all. And guys, I would like to remind you again, if you just join to my stream, please give me a like. I need a like, just a like, okay? No share, no subscriber, no sharing, nothing. I just need a like. It's because I want at least 50 like this time, so that it's kind of mental satisfaction, okay? So if you think it's okay, then please don't forget to give me the like. I'm really requesting that, okay? Julian, that's why you don't want to take sell. Okay, why, Julian? Okay, I missed it. Monday should be accumulation day. We don't think it has a bigger displacement, right? Yeah, that's the thing, Julian. Absolutely. We are not expecting some kind of bigger run to the lower side. As we got this run, now we should see some kind of higher run right now. Okay. That, thank you, Julian. Thank you very much for giving the answer. In Monday, we actually we would like to see some kind of accumulation phase. So this is kind of lower run. Okay, it's good. Now I am expecting the higher run. Why? The reason is Monday will never give me the expansion. Never is not right for trading. It can give, it can do the expansion, but most of the time you will see in Monday we see the accumulation. Okay, not expansion. Thank you, Julian. falsidical memories. Okay, falsidical memories. Nice name, brother. It's already in discount. If you would like to talk about discount and premium, I will ask you a question. If I go to the 1 hour chart, you will see when price was over here, it was in discount. Then price went lower. When price is here, it was in discount. It went again lower. If I go to the 15-minute chart, look at the price. When price was over here, it was in the discount, it went lower. When price was over here, it was in discount, it went lower. Where price is here, it is already in the discount, deeper discount, it went lower. How do you know which PD array is perfect for the discount and premium array? Okay, why I'm talking about this is because I'm really not a big fan of premium and discount. I mean the PD array. I love to take sell when I am in a deep discount. I love to take buy when I'm in a deep premium. Okay, so if I think you this is the first time falsidical memories with my with me, that's why. But you will know if you just continue to show me up, you will know. I take my buy when I am in the deep premium. Okay, I take my sell when I am in the deep discount. So I am really not a big, I mean big fan of premium and discount area. Okay, Julian, it's okay. That's why you don't want to take sell. Yeah, that's the thing, Julian. Thank you, brother. That was the perfect answer. Actually, I wanted to hear that answer. Bamsi, Monday price action expected. Yeah, Bamsi, absolutely. Thank you, brother. And low equal lows below. Low equal lows below where I have already taken the equal lows. I mean from this sell side liquidity. So there is no other equal lows. No, there is no other equal lows over here. So this is the equal lows and it has actually taken that low and started to go higher. I want to see some kind of market structure if I would see if I would see a market structure shift over here, then I would take a buy. But as I don't see any kind of market structure shift over here, so there was no buy setup for me. I will look how it reacts to this breakaway gap. Okay, as I don't have any market structure, if I force, I can mark this one as my market structure shift. If I force the market, I really don't want to force the market. So far it has I mean react I mean it is reacting with my expectation. How it went lower, it has taken the sell side liquidity and didn't break the low. I mean this low weak, I don't care, I need the body. Okay, so it has taken the sell side liquidity, went higher. Now it is inside this breaker. Now I will look at the price, how it will react. This is the place where I am expecting, and this is the answer for falsidical memories. Look, it is in the deep premium. Okay, I am expecting a buy setup right now. I'm expecting a buy setup. If I get a kind of I mean reaction from this breakaway gap, all of you know from where this one is the breakaway gap. You can ask, you can say this is the inversion fair value gap. Whatever you say, you can say. I will see over here how price react over here. If I see some kind of reaction from this breakaway gap, I would take my buy from here. Where should be my target? This buy side liquidity. That will be my target. So it is in the deep premium, and I will look for buy over here. I'm not actually. I wasn't looking for a buy over here. Yeah, I was looking for a buy. If I would see some kind of very nice market structure shift, then I would be interested to take a buy from there. And in that case, this breakaway gap won't be valuable for me. But right now, I didn't see any kind of market structure shift over here. Instead of that, price actually went higher. And guys, what I told you Saturday, if you remember, what is our expectation from Monday? You will go to the daily chart, you will mark the Friday. Okay, Friday range. It should be inside the Friday range. Okay, that should be your expectation. And one more thing, guys, If I force the market structure shift over here, if I force, okay, I'm not forcing. If I force, then there is two fair value gap. One is over here, one is over there. Where should be your entry? To the upper fair value gap, okay? So if price can come over here, that should be our entry for the buy side liquidity, okay? Because we have very nice clean buy side liquidity. But I will see how actually price react to this fair value gap, and all of you know how to use this fair value gap. I have nothing to say about this fair value gap anymore. I have described maybe 3 times today, something like that. 3 times, yeah, something like that. I would like to see how it reacts right now. So that's the thing. And Hans Silvilla, no equal loss below. Yeah, no equal loss below. That's okay. That's the thing, Hans. But the main reason was, I mean, if you answer the question of my, I asked why I am not interested to sell. The exact answer is I am not interested to sell. It's because I am expecting higher run. Monday should be the price range, price action. Okay, that is the narrative for Monday. So you see, it actually rejected from the consequent encroachment. This is the run. Okay, now if this run can take the buy side liquidity, we have no entry. But if it come back again to the lower part, we will take ours. I mean, what say buy. But if it has already taken the buy side liquidity, no entry. And now, if any of you would like to take your entry, press your button over here. I don't care about paper money. I don't care about real money. If any of you do that, you will please never rejoin to my streaming. That is my request. Because I'm not here giving you the signal. I'm not here to, I mean, teaching you entry setup. Okay. I'm here to teach you price action. If you are with me from Monday, I mean the Saturday, is it is this price action is clear to you guys? I need the answer. You have to write it down. You have to write it down. If you were with me from Saturday, where I was talking about every day, specific day's price action, is this price action are expected to you guys? I mean, did you understand why it came here, why it is going higher, or you would, I mean, still it is very difficult for you guys to understand why it went lower now, why it didn't continue to go lower, why it is going higher. Is it confusing? Just let me know. Don't skip this. You have to write it down so that there is some new people over here. Maybe they will get confident that they are here for learning something that is actually helpful. Okay, so I need your answer. You are not interested in sell because sell side liquidity getting taken, plus it's Monday where price likes to accumulate and high risk of counter trend. Yeah, that's the thing. Music. Thank you, brother. Actually, the sell side has taken. That wasn't actually my concern. That wasn't my concern. But my concern was the Monday's price action. Monday's price action narrative. Okay, that was my concern. So your last part and first part is also logical. I mean, I'm not telling you that that one is not logical, but that is also logical. Okay, so Julian, nice answer. Music like, yeah. Likes please. Yeah, don't Martin, thank you for reminding me. Guys, I need likes. I need at least 50 likes today. Please don't skip this one. Please give me the likes. I'm requesting you guys. I need likes, please. Technical support SP 500. Technical support SP 500 I have already broken. I look at it from the IRL. We are good students, you see. Yeah, yeah. I'm proud. I'm proud of you, all of you, brother. I'm really proud, all of you. Thank you, Jillian. Okay, do you have Telegram? No, no, Ravi. I don't have any Telegram. I have Twitter. You have to follow me to the Twitter. I'm kidding. Okay. Actually, I give my updates to the Twitter, so you can follow me to the Twitter. And I have this, very small YouTube channel. I'm really a newbie to the social media. Okay. I really don't know what is Telegram. I know what is Telegram, but I really don't know how to use that or something like that. Okay. Thank you. This my world. It's getting clear watching you, but if we don't take a real trade, we won't learn really. So yeah, we are learning win or loss. No, this my world. That is your misconcept. If you don't take a real trade, you will learn. If you take the real trade, you will never learn. I think you weren't with me in Sunday, because where I was actually explaining about the entry. Okay, so it has taken the buy side liquidity. I am not interested to this fair value gap anymore. I mean, in my opinion, it is balanced. Okay, so I will just remove this one. Why it is balanced? Any confusion, you have to go back to my YouTube channel, and I have described how to balance a fair value gap. Okay, just normally I'm just telling you the things. This is the sell side. There was the, I mean, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. It went through this, I mean, the fair value gap, and then it has been rejected from the consequent encroachment or the upper level. It has taken the buy side liquidity, so it is balanced now. I don't need this one anymore. That is balanced. Now I will see how price react over there, and I will remove this buy side as well, because so many lines. Now, if you are interested to take a entry, if you just think, if if we don't just, I mean, if we just take what I was talking about. Anybody has remember what I was talking about? Thanks for the clarification. Today I do not trade. Okay, Martin, no problem. It went lower for the sell side liquidity. Okay, that's given then actually, yeah, that is correct. It went lower to the for the sell side liquidity, but I wanted it will take this sell side liquidity. I didn't want to take this sell side liquidity, but it has taken this sell side liquidity. But it is what it is. Okay. Facebook 2%. Thank you. Uday Thakur, what did you talk about? I mean, if you are talking about real trade or something, I will tell you to not to continue this streaming, brother. I'm sorry if I am rude, then I'm rude, but I don't want any of you guys to take entry. Okay, I remember. I was actually uh, giving the answer to this my world. You told that if you don't take the real trade or paper trade, you won't learn. But you are in a misconcept, brother. Trust me. If you take a entry, I think Martin was with me in Sunday. No, it's not MSS. It has already taken the buy side liquidity. If you go, I mean, if you'd like to look over here from the 15-minute chart, look at the 15-minute chart, brother. Look at the 15-minute chart. This is your opening gap. Price is actually reacting to the consequent encroachment of the opening gap. Look at this over here, okay? You can say this is actually your, I mean, market structure shift from 1 minute chart. If price can break this opening gap consequent encroachment, you know what I mean by break. I mean, I need to see the candle close above this consequent encroachment. Then I'm interested to take, I mean, to look for buy. I mean, any kind of buy setup or something, okay? Right now, I am not interested about anything. I was interested here when the breakaway gap was over here. I was interested, but price never come back to the lower part, I mean, higher part of the breakaway gap. So I had no entry till now. I had no entry. I am not going to take some kind of buy right now. I want to see the price, what actually it wants to do. Then I will look for that. Okay. So over here, so far we can see it has taken the buy side liquidity. It has taken the sell side liquidity. It has taken the buy side liquidity. That is the thing I can see right now. Okay. What is the importance of opening gap weekly and daily? Uh, what is the importance of opening gap weekly and daily? Importance of opening gap weekly and daily. What does it mean, brother? I mean, weekly and daily, what does it mean? I didn't get your question. I mean, opening gap is important. This opening gap, okay. So you can see prices closed above the opening gap. I am now interested to take buy, but after the macro, I mean, after 10:10, after macro, I'm interested to take buy. Before macro, I'm not interested, because it can take the sell side again, and it can give me the macro setup. Okay, it can do that. I'm not interested to take any kind of buy right now. I will look for setup after 10:10. Okay. Tech support, can you please, repeat your question because I didn't understand your question. What can we expect after sell side and buy side liquidity are taken? Okay, brother, look over here. When this sell side has taken, okay, you have to understand everything. First thing first, how do you expect today's price action? Where price will go and how? If you know it will go to the Friday range and it is already outside of the Friday range and it has taken the sell side liquidity, first thing you will wait for some kind of market structure shift with a fair value gap. When you will see the market structure shift with a very nice fair value gap, you will take your entry toward this clean buy side liquidity. Okay, this clean buy side liquidity, it will be your target. If it fails to give you very nice market structure shift with a fair value gap, you will wait some kind of fair value gap entry. If you see some kind of fair value gap over here from previous price action, you will go with that fair value gap. Okay, just a second, I would like to see this macro. This is the swing low. If it can break this swing low with a very nice fair value gap, I will go for short. Okay, this is the macro entry. Okay, this is something different. It is not related with any kind of high time frame price action. Okay, so it's so far I can see it has taken the buy side liquidity, and this swing low is valid for shifting the market structure, as we have the very nice fair value gap over here. This low actually has traded this fair value gap. Now I need a very nice fair value gap. If I don't see any fair value gap, then I will mark this as first time it has actually taken the sell side liquidity when it entered to the macro. Okay, now Julian. So when you will see some kind of buy side or sell side has taken, if your narrative is telling you that it will go higher, then you will wait for some kind of market structure shift or fair value gap entry. If you don't see that, and instead of that, if it went higher and take the buy side liquidity, now if your narrative is telling you that it will go higher, you will wait again to take some kind of sell side liquidity and then higher market structure shift. If your narrative is telling you that market will go higher, and you know what is your narrative in a specific day. Okay, if your narrative is telling you that market will go lower after taking the buy side liquidity, you will expect the same thing, some kind of market structure shift with a very nice fair value gap. If you don't see that, you will look for some kind of fair value gap. You will look for that fair value gap entry. Okay, is it clear, brother? We're seeing a macro in life. Yeah, we are seeing, but actually until now I didn't get anything except this. It has taken the buy side liquidity over here. It has taken the sell side liquidity over here. Anyway, I will get my market structure shift with a fair value gap. I will take my entry. Anyway, okay, if it would like to give me the higher market structure shift, it has to break this high. That should be my market structure shift. If it would like to go lower and want to give me the market structure shift, so far I have no swing low which is actually until now which is valid for shifting market structure to the lower part. It was over here, but until now we don't have. And this market structure shift has to be happen inside 10:10. So it's 10:04. I have 6 more minutes. I will wait. So yes, okay. So you were saying if it closed above the opening gap during macro, you will buy. Brother, if I'm talking about macro, I don't care about this opening gap. I don't care about this new week opening gap. I don't care about the narrative, high time frame analysis, 15-minute daily, nothing. I only care about the macro. That's all. I need sell side liquidity taken, buy side liquidity taken, 15-minute swing high, 15-minute swing low. If I have all of these things, I will go for macro. And you see, I have marked. Okay, so I got the market structure shift. Now I have already have this fair value gap. This fair value gap. If it can come back to this fair value gap, I will take my buy. Okay. I'm just telling you, is it working or not? I will see. Okay. But if you would like to press your button. I am not responsible for that. It's gonna be very big. I mean, I'll just put it over here, okay? Because it is what it is. But if it doesn't give me the entry, I'm happy with that. So yeah, so I think digital, you got your answer. When I talk about macro, I really don't care about any other anything else. Okay, just the macro, nothing else. So I'm in the market. Let's see it works or not. I know it will never work. Okay, so any of you just press the button. Depending on my analysis, you all will take your loss. To be honest, brother, you all will take your loss. 50 likes, people, come on, keep laughing. Hey, yeah, what are you talking about? I got so many. Oh my goodness, 43 likes. Oh man, it is huge. It is huge. To be honest, it is huge. I didn't expect that. So we are in the macro, and we actually got our setup. I mean, after so many days, I told you that I quit talking about macro because this is kind of the thing for kids. I mean, for under 18 people. All of us here are gentlemen, and all of us are actually kind of people who loves price action, right? We don't love the things which kid does. Okay, I mean the children does actually. So that is the thing. Okay, fantastic, mate. Keep up the great learning. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much. I'm actually giving you the boring lecture. I'm not showing you some kind of entry setup. This thing I have done already. Okay, I mean this macro entry. I talked about this already. I have uploaded the videos, rules, everything to the macro section to my playlist. So you can go over there and you can see. I have already given you maybe 2 weeks example, everyday's macro example. We had so far I remember uh, one losing trade for last 2 weeks, and later we got another losing entry out of near about 50 to 6, 20 to 25 entry. So we had near about two losing entry for macro. In my opinion, I'm really not interested about this macro. This is too easy. You need nothing. This kind of thing, I mean, I think it's done already. Is it? No, it's not. So it didn't done for one tick, something like that. Oh man, I have to wait for more time. Okay, whatever what it is. It is what it is. Okay. So this is the time right now because in my opinion, there is actually nothing to talk about right now. I would like to talk with you guys. Did you get anything from today's price action or not? Okay. You're using the displacement candle week to determine MSS, but in one of your videos last week, you said it's only applicable to DXY. Brother, I really didn't get your question. You see this high? This is the highest high, okay? I mean, there is no high which is higher than this high. So you can mark this high as your market structure shift. You don't need to feel any kind of fair value gap over here. I mean, look at the price action over here. Can you see any kind of highs over here which is higher than this high? In my opinion, this is the only high, okay? But if you would like to mark some kind of high over here where there is some another highs, then you have to, I mean, look at this high. This high is lower than this high. So you can mark this high as your market structure shift. But look at this high. There is no other highs which is higher than this high. So you can mark it as your uh, what to say, the swing high. The reason is, if you look on your right, you can, I mean, how to describe this thing? This is the highest high. I mean, highest high doesn't need to fill any kind of criteria. Okay, it is the high which you can use as your market structure shift. I told this. I mean, so many of you guys asked me the question, and I told this. I mean I repeated this 2 or 3 times. So I would like to. I'm interested with this order block now. I'm really interested. Okay. So can I remove this one, guys? I mean, I think it's no more important. I'm now interested with this order block right now. I would like to see how this order block will work. So, Ahmed Tarak, I don't go to the 5 minute chat. I told you if I don't see anything in 15 minutes, then I rarely go to 5 minutes. Rarely, to be honest, brother. If I can't go, if I can stay 1 minute chat, I really love to stay in 1 minute chat instead of 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is kind of uh what to say. It's very difficult for me to understand. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this one because I don't want to look at the chart, and I'm interested to this water block right now, as I told you. And if you ask me about water block, I'm sorry because I don't want to talk about water block. I told you again and again. I want to see how it reacts over there. I am interested also the mean threshold of this water block. I would like to mark the mean threshold as well, the mean threshold. So if I would take INT over here, I would add to this order block, okay? And in the meantime, I would put my stop loss below this low. You look at this low. I would put my stop loss from here to here to this low, because I pyramid my entry, okay? And I would take some partial when it will be to this consequent encroachment. Maybe I would take some partial when it went to the new week opening gap low. I would already taken some partial over here. The second partial should be to the consequent encroachment, and finally, if it can go over here, you should have closed your trade. Okay, I think you guys got the macro. I mean, should I talk? I mean, explain the macro. I mean, it is the easiest thing. Okay, so I think everyone got the macro entry. Why I took the entry over there? Why I marked sell side liquidity like that way? I told you, right? So if you have any question about the macro, let me know. I really want to quit talk about the macro anymore. To be honest, brother, I'm not telling you. I didn't learn this macro from anyone else, not even the ICT, because this is the only thing I didn't learn from anyone else, except this is my, you know, I have watched the market again and again and again, and I saw how macro works. Okay, I took the time from ICT. ICT told us about the macro time, but he never described anything about the macro. Till now, I never heard about he's talking about anything about macro. So, and I mean, depending on my analysis, I saw that this 4 macro actually works very well this way. So I actually explained this 4, and rest of the macro they are little bit difficult. I mean, a little bit tricky. I don't want to make you confused. Okay, so if you want to trade, just macro is enough for you. You will get at least 5 to 6 entry per week, which will be near about 7 to 80%, 70 to 80% winning rate. To be honest, brother, this is my I mean, my backtesting result. You will backtest this. You will then decide you can do it or not. Okay, because you need to backtest. Otherwise, you will understand when you will mark the sell side liquidity, when you will mark the buy side liquidity. You have to do the backtest, and if you do the macro, that is enough to be profitable. Okay. I mean, the displacement candle closed below the high and not the body. So the wick of the displacement candle is valid even when the candle closes below the message. Okay, thank you, Digital, for asking me the question. This time I'm gonna make this clear again. I am I'm concerned about the body every single time, every single time, except the market structure sheet. For shifting the market structure, I need a week. A simple week is enough. If body is over there, it's better. If not, nobody, just a week, I'm happy to mark that as my market structure shift. I only care about week when I mark the market structure shift. Every time else, I care about the bodies. If I don't see the body close above the consequent encroachment, I will never go for buy. I will, if look over here, it went through this low. I mean, this low. In my opinion, this low is not taken yet. I mean, it has actually made the sell side liquidity. It didn't take the sell side liquidity. Yeah, in for the setup, we can mark this as a sell side liquidity has taken, but later trust me, it will be tagged again because it has made the sell side liquidity instead of that taking the sell side liquidity. But if I would see a body closed below this low, that would be totally different. I was I'm telling you this again and again. I only care about week when I need to mark that as a market structure shift. So here is the order block, retest order block. You see it has retested the order block. I want to see it will go through this new week opening gap. Okay, I don't want to see it will go back again to the lower part. I want to see it will go higher. Now that is my expectation. So where I was digital. Okay, so digital, that was the thinking, brother. If you want to mark the market structure shift, week is enough. This is my opinion. Okay, this is my experience. This is my what to say. I mean, so far I understand about the market. Only for the market structure shift, I use week. Rest of the time, I use the body. That's all, brother. Did I get 50 likes? No, I didn't get. Come on. Can you just give me, I mean, five more like? I think five. I mean, not five, but four, six more like because there's 44 like I can see. I want to see that 50 like. Please, guys. This is a request to all of you guys. If you give me the like, it doesn't cost anything, right? Am I right? I mean, you don't need to pay me. I can, I can deserve some likes from you guys. And whatever I'm giving you, I know this is all bullshit because I'm telling you I know nothing about price action. To be honest, I know nothing. I'm learning with you guys. You are also learning. I'm also learning. But whatever I'm doing here, I'm just sharing my understanding, and it is not easy. English is not my mother language. Okay, that was my second partial. The first partial was over here to the low. Second partial is over here. If now my stop loss is just below this order block, I mean at the level of the order block or somewhere, if it can go to the high of this new week opening gap, my trade is closed. This fair value gap, you saw this fair value gap, this should be act as a institutional order flow entry. Please don't ask me about the order block. Please, this is a request to you guys. I don't want to talk about order block. Please. So this should be institutional order flow entity. What does it mean? It means price can just come to the upper part of this fair value gap and then it will go higher. Okay, it can do that things. When price came back to the order block, it went higher. It retested the order block. You can see how beautifully it has retested the order block, and I don't need the min threshold. It never went over there. So it went higher again, and it has taken the buy side liquidity. It went through this consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. I am expecting that it will go through this new week opening gap. Okay. Now, if it can come back again to the institutional order flow entry, if I were in the market, though I didn't take my entry, but if I were, I mean, I would like to hold my trade until this buy side liquidity. Okay. And look to the left over here. Okay. If I would like to hold my trade until here, not this high, until here, then I would add over here. And if price could come here, I would add over here. Where should be my, I mean, stop loss then? If I would, I mean, just over here, I have already added more contract. Where should be my stop loss? just below this consequence, I mean this candle's low. Look at this candle low. I would put my stop loss over there. Where should be my entry? Here should be my entry. So if it works as a institutional order flow, it should go higher now. I mean, it shouldn't break the consequent encroachment of this institutional order flow entry. It should go higher right now. So guys, 45 likes. I need some 5 more likes. I know, and I'm just asking the like, guys. I know. No, it's 44 likes. So someone just removed his like. He doesn't like my style. How did I talk? He doesn't like this. It's okay, brother. No problem. Everyone doesn't like everyone. I mean, what to say? I don't know. So, do you have any question right now, guys? And now, though I have shown you this macro entry, I didn't talk about the real entry. Okay, if it wasn't the macro entry, then I would like to show you the real entry. Okay, I am not. I'm just actually. Okay, now look over here. This candle has closed above this opening gap consequent encroachment. Okay, it has closed above this consequent encroachment. So where actually this happened, I mean somewhere here. Okay, it has closed above the consequent encroachment. Now I will look for buy. Just forget about this. This is macro. It went lower. It has taken the sell side liquidity. It has given me the market structure shift. This is the fair value gap. We should take our entry over there, as we don't have any fair value gap below here. I mean, before the price action, we had a fair value gap over here. I would like to mark that right now. I want to see how it reacts. Okay, this is the fair value gap. If you remember, at the beginning of my streaming, I told you about this fair value gap. So I'm just gonna remove the new week opening gap. I mean the opening gap, and look at the price action over here. So guys, this is the 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, look, this is the 15-minute fair value gap where price came. The consequent encroachment, it failed to retest the. I mean retest the low. Oh, no, it didn't fail actually. It went to this candle after at 9:32. We are not interested to take our entry over here. It went through this 15-minute fair value gap over here. Where did it went? To the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Why this fair value gap? Guys, do you remember why this fair value gap? Any of you, do you remember why this fair value gap? Why I marked this fair value gap? When it has come back to the consequent encroachment of the fair value gap, look at the price. Is there anybody which has closed below this consequent encroachment? Is there anybody? In my opinion, I don't see anybody has closed below the consequent encroachment. Price has rejected. When price has been rejected, it come back again. I mean, if you see this candle, I won't see this candle. I will see it went higher. Again, it come back here again to this candle. Okay. I mean, you would like to see this type of run. Just don't go here. Okay, not like that. This type of run. It is here. You will take your entry over there. Why should be your stop loss? Below the lowest low. This is the lowest low. You will put your stop loss over there. Where should be your target? Now you will go over here. You will mark the relatively equal highs. I mean, if you mark all of these highs over here, this should be your buy side liquidity, and you will put your over here. Do you put it over there? Will you do it? Will you hold your trade until over there? I wouldn't. I would never do that. I would put my target over here. I would take my first partial to the low of the new week opening gap, second partial to the consequent encroachment. That should be my close. Now it's 50 handle. Risk reward ratio 2.51. Are you happy, guys? I'm actually teaching you this thing, this fair value gap right now, not macro. I'm teaching you this. I forgot to talk about this one actually. I'm sorry for that because I saw the macro. So I forgot about this macro. But if you didn't from the beginning, please go back. When The live streaming will be end when to go back, and I have already explained how beautifully there was a trade. I mean, to that travel gap. And this is the last travel gap. Look over here now. This is the last travel. This is the last travel gap. Okay. In this run, this is the last travel gap. In this run, this is the last travel gap. Now price is over here. What should be your expectation, guys? I'll remove this one. Is this very hard to mark the fair value gap? Which fair value gap you will use for this concept? I mean, look at this run. Look at this run. Which is your highest fair value gap where price should go and reject? I mean, if it would like to go lower, from where it should go? From here, because this is the last fair value gap. You have this fair value gap. Do you care about this fair value gap? I don't care, because it has another fair value gap above this fair value gap. So price can easily go over there, and this fair value gap can hold the price, and it can send the price to take the buy sell side liquidity. It has done this before. Now, when it went through this fair value gap, now this fair value gap is my concern. I am concerned with this 15-minute fair value gap. I will react with this fair value gap. Now it is in this fair value gap. Why this fair value? Why, brother? Why this fair value gap? Look at this run from here to here. This is the last fair value gap. That means if price would like to go higher, it has to break this fair value gap. There is no other barricade above this fair value gap. If this fair value gap can hold the price and send it back to the low, this is the fair value gap which can do this. There is no other fair value gap above this fair value gap. Which time frame is it? It is from 15-minute time frame. Is it 5-minute time frame? No. Is it hourly time frame? No. Is it daily time frame? No. Which time frame is it? It is 15-minute time frame. Okay, guys. There shouldn't be any confusion. Look at the price. It has hold the price, trying to send it to the lower. I mean, I'll just remove all of this because I think, in my opinion, and look at this 15-minute fair value gap. Is it balanced? Yeah, it is balanced. Why? What is this? Sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. I got my buy side over here. I got the rejection from here. This candle went to the consequent encroachment, went higher, has taken this buy side liquidity. I mean, it should take this buy side liquidity. My belief is it will go above and it will take the buy side liquidity, but you can keep it until then you can remove. But in my opinion, it has already balanced. I mean, it will take the buy side liquidity. That is my belief. Okay. So I'm gonna remove this one, but you can keep it until this buy side liquidity has taken. Right now it is over here. Same thing. I'm expecting, if this fair value gap can hold the price, nobody should have closed bill above this consequent encroachment. Look at the bodies. Where did it close? Where did it close? Above the consequent encroachment. Now, will you take your entry if it come back again to the lower part? I wouldn't. Why? Because I saw this. This is telling me that, brother, I'm going to high. Don't worry. I'm going to high. I'm just going lower to maybe balance some imbalance or for taking some liquidity. After that, I'm going higher. Don't worry. I have told you already that I will go higher. How do I know? I have seen this 15-minute fair value gap consequent encroachment has broken. So it is telling me that I will go higher. Why you will take short over there? You have to wait. Why it is going lower? Maybe it is going lower to balance some imbalance or taking some kind of liquidity. Any reason. I don't care. Look, if it didn't close above this consequent encroachment, whenever it will come back again to this lower part, I would take my short. Will I take my short over here? No, I won't. If it will go lower and take all the liquidity now, I don't care because it didn't match with my rule. So I will sacrifice this trade, this entry. I will get this type of entry so many times. Ah man, don't forget my question. One gap and breakaway gap. If they need to be besides or some candles meet, one can stay in between, sir. I don't understand, brother. Can you? I mean, Don't forget my question on gap and breakaway gap. Gap and breakaway gap. What is gap and breakaway gap? And I think if I tell you this, it will be easier for you to understand. Okay? If I tell you this, just let me find a example. Uh, 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 I am happy. Okay, I will talk about it. Okay. Look, what is breakaway gap? This swing low has taken the sell side liquidity. Look, it has taken the sell side liquidity. Just think, I'm just giving you the example, so just think this is your market structure shift. Okay, you have to think. I'm not telling this is the market structure shift, but for giving you the example for breakaway gap, I need to show you something. And this is your buy side liquidity. Okay, this is a clean buy side liquidity. You have seen this very clean buy side liquidity over there. You saw it has taken the sell side liquidity, then gave you the market structure shift. Now it has given you two fair value gap. One is above here, and the fair value gap is over here. Okay, so there is two fair value gap, one above another. Is my voice clear, brother? I mean, can you guys listen it clearly or not? This is the gap which I should expect price will trade, and then it will go and take the buy side liquidity. This gap will be untouchable. Okay, it will never trade it before clearing the buy side liquidity. This is breakaway gap. Sometimes you will see it can come back to the consequent encroachment. Nobody can close below the consequent encroachment. Wick can go lower. Most of the time you will see it will keep open. Maybe a wick will come over here. I mean, rarely. Okay, but most of the time you will see price will come to the upper gap and it will go above and take the buy side liquidity. Vice versa, you have to think the vice versa. I mean, for the sell side. This is your breakaway gap, and this is your normal gap. I mean, fair value gap. Okay, and Apostolo, is it your question? And if you mark a gap from 15-minute chart, you have to find your entry to that gap in 1 minute. Like over here, there was the 15-minute chart. I've shown you over there. Okay, so it has actually came here and okay, now look at the price over here. It actually went here and then it came back to the lower part and now it has taken the sell signal. Now will you tell me, brother, if I would like to take my entry over there, my stop loss should be here and I will look for maybe this buy sell 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 liquid. Okay, just this sell sell liquid. Is it valid? No, it is not valid. It is absolutely, this is not valid. Why? Because the price is telling you that I would like to go higher. I am going lower now to take some kind of buy side, I mean sell side liquidity, but you don't know from where it will retrace. You don't know. It can just retrace from this gap. It could retrace from this gap. It can come to low, I mean to take this sell side liquidity, then it can go higher. It can take the liquidity, it can take this liquidity, it can come here to this gap, it can go anywhere. But only because of these two candles, though this is fake breakout, but I want some precision. I mean, this is exception. When you will understand more price action, you will understand how to use this type of fake breakout. But right now you will go with the precise price action. before before being the master, you will avoid everything else. You will wait for the perfection. Okay, I show you the previous 15-minute fair value gap over here. That was perfect. I mean, where was it? Maybe somewhere here. Okay, maybe the rejection from here, and then it come back again to the upper part of that fair value gap. You took your buy over there. Okay, If you see this kind of entry, the perfect entry, you will take that. Otherwise, you will avoid this type of confusing entry. Okay. So IOPD need to touch only upper part. Now, yeah, IOPD should touch only the upper part. Institutional order flow entry drill is kind of that things that it will tap to the upper part and it will go to take the buy side liquidity. But sometimes, sometimes we actually, when we mark some level as institutional order flow entry drill or breakaway gap or something, okay, in my opinion, we should let the price trade to the consequent encroachment. I mean, the consequent encroachment trading, we should accept that, because market is market. He doesn't listen to anyone. Okay, so though sometimes we got the precise price action, we shouldn't expect the precise price action every time after taking the entry. Otherwise, you will be stopped out. It is so as if some candle can form in between and stay valid. I'm asking if some candle can form in between and stay valid. Uh, can anyone clear the question from an apostolo, because my English is really very weak, and I'm not actually getting his question. So I'm really sorry for that. Okay, brother. I mean, can any of you can clear his question to me? Oh man, I'm just struggling with my English right now. I am just a broken English speaker. So I'm asking if okay, then why you mark that IOPT and touches powered part of the table is a little bit confusing. Okay, I was expecting that should work as a IOPT instead of order flow entity. I mean, uh, through my after watching the price action over here, I was expecting that fair value gap as a institutional order flow entity. Though it didn't work that way, it actually went to the consequent encroachment and it has used as a normal fair value gap. But I would take that entry. I would add my contract over there and later. Okay, so that is the thing, brother. I was expecting that it will work as a institutional order flow entity, but it didn't actually work like that way. Okay, I think it's clear, brother. Breakaway gap plus some candle in between plus gap is equal to value setup. Breakaway plus some candle in between plus gap. Breakaway plus some candle in between plus gap is equal to value setup. Apostolo, can you do one thing? I mean, you just mark the things you are talking about and give me this, I mean, screenshot to my Twitter. I will look at that over there, brother. I mean, just whatever you are telling me, I'm not getting it. I mean, clearly. Okay, I'm really sorry, brother. I'm extremely sorry. My English is kind of shit. Okay, I'm extremely sorry, brother. Breakaway gap, no need to touch any candle. Breakaway gap can touch, yeah, obviously it can touch the candle. Breakaway gap is kind of things where some portion of the gap should be opened. Okay, I mean, if you are expecting this is the breakaway gap, two things can happen. I mean, okay, this candle has made this breakaway gap. One thing is, candle will never touch this breakaway gap. Instead of that, it will go higher and take the buy side liquidity. This is the one thing. Okay, the next thing is, this is the next thing. This candle has made the breakaway gap and it has traded until here. Okay, and then went higher and take the buy side liquidity. It has kept some portion of this gap open. This is also valid breakaway gap. Nobody can close below the consequent encroachment. Nobody. If any body close below the consequent encroachment, then there should be more chance to see that it is not actually the breakaway gap and price actually later go through this gap. So you have to be careful about that. Okay. Thank you. So no problem. Absolutely. Just give me the screenshot and I will talk about that. Okay. Yeah. Just send me the screenshot. I will talk about that. So I missed someone's message over there. Julian, 50 likes is. Are you kidding me? Let me check. Oh man, 50 like. Congratulations, congratulations. ICT Trading Concept. My name is Titu. Titu, congratulations. You have got the 50 likes. Thanks, brother. Thanks for I mean giving me 50 likes. I was actually expecting 50 likes today. Am I worth it? Am I worth for 50 likes or not? Okay. That's why I was asking again and again and again. Please give me some likes. I want 50 likes. Thank you, Julian, for for showing me this. Thank you very much, brother. Uh, I think enough for today. Is there anything else I should talk about? Okay. I would like to ask you about the macro entry. Anyone has any confusion about the macro entry? Because I really don't want to talk about the macro entry. I really don't want to talk about that. Okay. But as I have shown you today's macro entry, anyone has any kind of confusion about macro entry, any question about the macro entry? We got 50 likes. Yeah, given then we got 50 likes, man. Congratulate me, okay? Just give me congratulations. Take support to good. Thank you, brother. I'm a brother. I'm happy, okay, okay, because 50 people liked my videos, and that is not a small thing. In my opinion, that is a great achievement. The biggest achievement in my life. I never thought that some of you guys will listen to my boring lecture or whatever I talk about here. You will listen all of these things. As I'm not actually teaching you the entry setup, or I'm not giving you the entry signal. Most of the even me, when I have started this concept, I also always look for the entry setup, or sorry, the entry setup and the signal. Okay, I also looked for that. I never had any patience to learn this boring shit. Though later, actually, I had to learn this. There was no other way to be a professional or profitable trader. So I know all of you guys actually. One more time on macro. It's okay. I really don't know if you guys think it is good or not, but if you learn the price action, you will be kind of market maker, and this is the feelings you can't share it with anything else. You can't it. But with a greater target entry points in macros. Tech support. Okay, you can. I'm going to macro again from the beginning. Okay, like 52 on the board. Oh man, thank you, Phoenix. I'm now happy. Okay. I'm going for the macro once more time. One more time actually. So yeah, from here. Not here. One more time. So here. So right now, where is the price? Price is over here. Do you have a swing low? 15-minute swing low. I have a 15-minute swing low. Do you have a swing high? I have a swing high over here. So this is the first condition. Okay, sorry, this is not the first condition. First condition is there shouldn't be any news. At 10 or ahead of me. 10:15 or 10:30, 11. There shouldn't be any news. So today is Monday and we have no news today. Okay, no high impact news, no medium impact news. So this is the first rules. Now second rules. Where is the price right now? Here is the price. Do I have any swing low below the price? I have the swing low below the price. Do I have a swing high above the price? I have the swing high above the price. You have to mark this swing high. You have to mark this swing low. Now let's go to the 5-minute chart. When you will be to the 5-minute chart, what did price has done before, you have to look at that. So far we can see it has taken the sell side liquidity and it is going toward this buy side liquidity. Okay, this is the swing high. Don't forget, from 15-minute chart. So it has actually it is going to take the buy side liquidity. This is our overall expectation. You have to expect something. You have to have some I mean direction, either the lower direction or the higher direction. Okay, price can do anything. We will see that when it will be in the macro. Now I'm in the 1 minute chart. Okay, now I'm gonna mark the 1050 950 actually. Should be 950, right? Okay, there is 950, and let me just go from here. So that is 950. When market will go over there, we what is our first expectation? Our first expectation is market has to take some liquidity. Either it will take the buy side liquidity or it will take the sell side liquidity. We don't know what it will take first. Okay, we are in the macro right now. It is consolidating. It went higher, but it has done. It has taken the buy side liquidity. Look at this swing high. Let me remove this one. Look at this swing high. What is above this swing? You have to see every single candle, brother. This is 20 candles game. Only 20 candles game. Okay, so you have to look every single candle. So far I can see I have got the buy side liquidity. I have marked it as my buy side liquidity has taken. Now if I see any kind of sell side mark, I mean lower market structure shift, I will go for short. I don't care about anything else. No higher time frame analysis, nothing. Okay, what is price doing? It went lower a little bit, it went lower, it went higher again. What it has done? It has taken the buy side liquidity again from here. Okay, still now I have got the buy side liquidity taken. This is market structure shift? No. Why? Because it didn't take the sell side liquidity first. So whenever price is going higher, I will mark as the liquidity taken. I'm just marking liquidity taken. Okay, the price it went higher again, so just mark them as their buy side liquidity taken. Now it is going lower. Okay, now when it was going lower, what you have buy side liquidity taken. Look at this candle. It has traded this fair value gap. This candle is valid for me for shifting market structure. I will mark this as a shift in market structure. Why? Because I have already take the buy side liquidity. Look at over here. I have take the buy side liquidity. What I need? I need a market structure shift to the lower part. And I have to mark a swing low. If you are confused, please go to my playlist. Watch the video how to avoid losing trade. You will understand which swing low or swing high you have to mark as your market structure shift. Okay, this is very important. You can I repeat this thing again and again and again in my every live streaming. If you really understand which market structure, I mean swing low or swing high you have to mark as your market structure shift, you can easily avoid thousands of trades. Trust me, brother. Now look what price did. It went lower. Very nice. I'm expecting that it will give me the market structure shift. It gave me the market structure shift. Look, it gave me the market structure shift, but there is no fair value gap. When there is no fair value gap, what this market structure shift will turn? It will turn into liquidity taken. Now what I have buy side liquidity has taken, I have sell side liquidity has taken. Okay, so if market will give me the higher market structure shift, I will take buy. If it gave me the lower market structure shift, I will take sell. If you look at this high, this is the highest high which should be marked as my market structure shift. Okay, because there is no other high which is higher than this high. That's why I'm marking this as my market structure shift. Look over here. Why I have marked this market swing low for shifting market structure? There was lower, I mean lower swing low over here. That's why this is not the lowest low. Okay, that's why it is not valid for me to shift in market structure. Either it fill any criteria. I mean it has to take trade the fair value gap, or it has to have to swing low on both of its side. Just watch the video, you will understand the things. So this is the market structure shift to the upper part, and lower part I have only this low. Now this low is valid for shift in market structure. Okay, okay, this low. Now how long it should have taken to give me the market structure shift? I want to see the market structure shift within this line. I mean 10 10. If I see the market structure shift at 10 11, I don't care about that shift. I am not going to take that entry. I mean, not depending on macro. Then I will go for high time frame analysis, another PDR or something. Okay, something else, but not depending on macro. Let's see what price did. It went lower, it went higher, it went again higher. When it went higher, what did you get? You got your market structure shift. This is displacement. This is your fair value gap. Did you get your fair value gap? Now this one is no needed. I got my market structure shift over here. I got my fair value gap over here. What should be your entry? Here should be your entry. Where should be your stop loss? Below this low. I put my stop loss over here. There is some other reason actually. That is not important right now. But you have to put your stop loss below this low and little bit lower. Okay, little bit lower than that low. Where should be your target? 20 handle. Go for 20 handle. Why is it 20 handle? Just think this is your 20 handle. Okay, as price actually went higher. So that should be. Now, what is the risk reward ratio? 0.094. Is it a good trade? Obviously, this is the best trade because this is macro. You will be right 7 to 8 times out of 10 if you do trade only this macro. Okay, then price actually went here and there. That is your, I mean, trade. Okay, don't go more than 20 handle. Trust me, brother, it will hurt you. If you go more than 20 handle, it will hurt you. Trust me. If you don't trust me, backtest it, do it by yourself. I mean, you just can't go to your live account and take this type of entry right now because you have to backtest it for at least 1 month, then 1 month for test. After that, you can go with your live money or something. Before that, it is not valid. I think it's clear, right? I mean, I explained it again over here, but if you go to my channel, you will see that I mean the macro section. I have explained that very beautifully. Okay, there is another macro. Should I go for that? I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I would like to complete this one. Okay, I mean complete today's session right now. I will just watch what did you say. Thanks to you for the great session. You are most welcome, brother Martin. And Martin, I'm gonna meet with you guys, brother. Maybe within 1 year, I will meet with you, brother. Don't forget me, okay? If you are not here with me, it's okay, but don't forget me. Falsidical memories. Bro, you aren't boring. You explain why this should hold or not. Powerful source. Okay, thank you, Falsidical. I think this is your first day. I didn't see your name before, or you didn't ever actually comment. Julian, brother, I think is it possible to price come back to 949 BC before lunch break? About this for fair value gap, I will say use this gap for I mean the after manipulation. I mean the after Tuesday. When Wednesday or Thursday, I will use this fair value gap. It should be used in Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, that is my expectation, brother. I'm not telling that it won't come back over here. It can come back over here, but I am not interested to see price come back to this fair value gap again today. It will act as a breakaway gap right now to take the buy side liquidity and send the price into the Friday range. So, okay, so it is already inside the Friday range. I want to see that it will go higher. Okay, I want to see that right now. It is already inside this Friday range. Look at this range, guys. This is the Friday candle. Okay, what is your narrative? Price, wherever price will go, it will come back again to this Friday range. That should be your expectation. Now, if it went lower and it keeps continue to go lower, what will you do? You will do nothing. That is exception. Okay, I'm just kidding, brother. I'm sorry. So that is the thing, brother. Julian, I really want to see this one should keep open, and later in Wednesday or Thursday, I will use this one. Okay? If I remember about this fair value gap, then I will use this. But until then, it should be kept open. Okay, that is my expectation. Is there anything for forex traders today? Do they have macros too? Uh, digital. This is very nice question, brother. I don't know what to say. I should have talked like that way. Every other YouTubers talk. Brother, whatever I'm telling you over here, it will work in Forex too. But I'm sorry, I can't tell that because in my experience, I know whatever I'm teaching you over here. It will work in Forex, but not as perfect as I'm showing you here. Okay. Like I can take a decision depending on a candle close. Just a candle close, I can take my decision. Look, when it closed, I mean, if you remember, there was a 15-minute fair value gap. If you remember, okay, and I told you that it has closed above the consequent encroachment of that 15-minute fair value gap. Now, when price is going lower, it has already told me that I would like to go higher. Don't take short. I am going lower to take some kind of sell side liquidity to balance some imbalance. I am coming back. It came here. It has taken the sell side liquidity. It has given you the market structure shift. Where is your fair value gap? Look at the thing. This is your fair value gap. Can I mark this one? I should mark. Where is your breakaway gap? This is your breakaway gap. Where should be your entry? I mean, let me mark one by one. I'm coming to your question, digital. Just give me the time. This is a market structure, and I'm showing you after the effect. Okay, so I am kind of the thing I really don't know before the price what will happen. What do you have? Very clean buy side liquidity. Okay, so where should be your entry? There should be your entry. Where should be your stop loss? Here should be your stop loss. Where should be your target? Here should be your target. Okay, and so I'm coming back to Forex now. At the beginning of this video, I have analyzed the Forex, but to be honest, brother, Forex is kind of market where manipulation happens. So many manipulation we expect from the Forex market. That's why all of the professional traders has, I mean, moved to indices. Okay, they don't trade Forex anymore. All of them will go back to the Forex, but when, we don't know. When market will be again, it will, I mean, come something. Before the COVID, Forex was the market. In indices, there was no volatility. In Forex, everyone was trading Forex. Right now, Forex has the manipulation. You saw I have put this stop loss over here, but if it would Forex, I had to put my stop loss over here. To be honest, brother, I showed you an entry where I was stopped out, then it went higher. I mean, it went to my buy side liquidity. So I know where market will go to the Forex, but I don't know where I have to put my stop loss because of the manipulation. Whatever I'm telling you here, the macro about the macro, it works perfectly to even S&P and the Nasdaq. You have to backtest if you would like to use that Forex. In my opinion, it should work, but how precisely it will work, I don't know. How many pips you should target, I don't know, because I didn't backtest that. How can I give you the answer, brother? I mean, I backtest and I saw that 80 to 90% time Nasdaq will take 20 handle, okay, and even the S&P will take 5 handle. It is confirmed. I did this backtest for near about 1.5 years. Every single day, every single macro. At the last end of the my analysis, I mean the backtest, I have decided into the solution that okay, it will work like that way. Now, if you ask me, brother, will it work in Forex? How can I give you the answer? Yeah, I can tell you, yeah, it will work in Forex as well. Don't worry, brother, just go and jump. Do it. I can tell you this because I didn't do it. I didn't backtest it. If you are interested in Forex, please backtest it, brother. This is my request because I don't have time to do these things for you right now. I mean, I'm not telling you digital. I'm telling everyone who is actually interested to trade Forex. Forex, you guys can backtest it. If you would like to use this one in future as well, you have to backtest. So please backtest it. Then if you see some kind of, I mean, perfection, you go for it. If I say something, I mean, very bad, I'm extremely sorry, brother. I'm telling you again and again, my English is broken. So please, I'm very sorry, brother. I mean, it is what it is. Digital. I'm sorry if I hurt you or something. Okay, bro, I see text that trade just now. I just watched. Oh, okay, Medal. Thanks for confirming. And I described you why I mean, from the beginning. Okay, from the 15-minute fair value gap from here, I told you why I have marked this entry. Okay, I told you why I have marked this entry. This is the thing. If I just show you to take the entry, it has taken the sell side liquidity. Now you are going to take the entry over here. I am the boss. Brother, this is not price action. Look over here again. Okay, I'm going with this again. From the beginning. If any of you here who didn't give me the like, I'll be angry on you. Okay, I'll just read your, I mean the mm, comments. Then I will show you everything over here. Okay. So Medal, thank you for confirming that, brother. And Ahmed Tarek, how many lots? You will go for one lot. I mean one contract. Okay, one contract is $50, so you have to go for one contract from your beginning. Thank you, brother. More life, more blessing for you. Thank you, Ravi. Falsifical memories. No, I have been here, just never comment. Okay, you have to comment, brother, because you are here. If you don't comment, how do you clear your doubts? So you have to ask the question. If you have any question, you have to ask it. Okay, otherwise I can't give you the answer. Tech support. Thanks T2 for sharing premium content. You're most welcome. Tech. Uh, Shanthies, can you show the chart for ES? I can show it, but I will describe this. Then I will show you the ES chart. Julian, very clear, brother. Thank you. No problem, Julian. Tech support T2 bro. I designed YouTube cover for your channel and sent on your email. Oh, I'll be grateful. Tech support. Just give me a message. I mean message to my Twitter. Then I will give you my email over there, so you can send me the uh, cover photo over there. Okay, not this YouTube mail, because there are so many mail. I will never find your mail. So tech support, please give me a message to my Twitter. I will reply you over there, and I will send you my another mail. You can send me the picture over there. Okay, and thanks, really thanks for that, brother. I am newbie to this social media. Ahmed Tarek, okay, you're no problem, brother. Awesome explain. Thank you, Shantias. Is given for MES and MNQ target is also 5 handle or 10 handle. Um, for MNQ target is 20 handle. For MES, I mean MES means macro or mini. I mean, man, this is another question. Steve, what is it actually? It is E-mini Nasdaq, okay? E-mini Nasdaq. I don't know about macro. I never trade macro. I don't have any idea about macro. Nothing. I have macro, okay? For E-mini Nasdaq, you have to target for 20 handle. For E-mini S&P, you have to target 5 handle. Okay, is it clear or not? Let me know. What is 5 handle and 10 handle? 5 handle means 5 pips. You can say like that way. One handle is equal to 4 ticks. Just let me show you. Okay, how to one handle is kind of 1 pips. Okay, something like that. Am I right or am I right? I don't know. I, I mean, in future market, we actually count our pips to handle. In Forex, you say 10 pips. Here we say actually 10 handle. Something like that. Okay. Ravi brother, start a Telegram channel. Ravi, I'm really sorry, brother, to tell you that I am a newbie in social media. To be honest, I am asking help from Obinabo. Now you saw that I mean the tech support. He told me that he has made a cover photo to my YouTube channel, and I'm asking him to send it to me so that I can change my cover photo. I really don't know anything about the social media, to be honest, brother, except this price action. I know nothing. I only know how to trade, how to read the price. That's the thing I know. Except this, I really don't know anything. If you guys open some kind of things and you would like to join, I mean, invite me to join over there, I will join over there. But until it is for learning, I will be there. If it is for signal or something like that, I will leave over there. Okay, Ravi? Gautam Patel, how to learn? You have to wait. I mean, you have to stay with me for learning. I will do everything for you guys. Whatever I will tell you, you have to do that things, okay? Then you will learn. Do you enter positions in live stream? Sometimes I do, but if I take a entry, I mean paper entry, I have quitted. I mean I don't take entry to my I mean prop firm. If you go to my channel, you will see the last entry of my prop firm account, and I told over there I have quit, uploaded my real trade to my channel. It's because when I trade to my live account, I can't be distracted. I mean, I can't see your masses, whatever you are asking over here. I can't think anything else, okay, except the price. That's why I stopped to take even upload the real trade videos. And I don't actually trade real trade. I mean real prop firm for near about 2 to 3 weeks when I have started this live streaming, and sooner I will quit. I mean I will stop to stream live when you guys will get something, when I will understand that some of you has got the things I am trying to share. I will stop streaming, okay? And maybe I will stop the uploading video as well. Micro mini, the smaller size of ES and NQ. Steve, you have to see that because um, what I didn't do. How can I explain that, brother? I mean, micro mini, I didn't do it. I only use the e-mini, okay? I mean, not micro. Just a second. Amma, okay? Pula? Oh, acha. Sorry, guys. Actually, I heard a sound, so I thought I just asked my mother what happened. I'm extremely sorry, brother. So, e-mini and micro, brother, I don't know. You guys, I mean, you just look at the setup where I put my stop loss, I put my target profit, and you can compare the entry with micro. Okay, that I think that will be easier for you to understand the I mean the target handle. I think something else I would like to learn, brother. No problem, brother. You just stay with me for give me 1 month, 2 month. You will learn everything. Just don't skip your homework. Whatever I will tell you, you have to write it down to your notebook. You have to take the notes. You have to do it. You have to mark every level I mark over here. And if you are with me in Twitter, you know sometimes I told you to mark something beforehand. If you don't do it, it will be harder for you to understand the things. Okay. Fasim Hawk, what's your current RR? RR means risk reward. If you are asking me the risk reward, brother, I will tell you that I never look at the risk reward. I mean the I never look at the risk reward. I always look at the price, where price can go. I put my stop loss depending on that, and I put my target profit depending on the price. I don't put my stop loss depend on risk reward or something else. Okay, brother. But sometimes it's kind of 1:5. Sometimes it's kind of 1:0.94. So it's the same thing. Okay. Teach to say take to say something in Bangladesh. Teach to say something in Bangladeshian. There are some other people from. Is there anyone else from Bangladesh? Is there anyone else from Bangladesh? In the meantime, I will explain this one so that you guys can. One of my brother, I would like to see his name again. Med L. He told me. I mean, he commented here, bro. ICT takes that trade just now. I just watched. So ICT has taken this trade, which I have told you, I have explained you. Okay. Now I am going to this entry from the beginning so that you guys can understand why this is very, I mean, most probable entry. And trust me, brother, no YouTuber will tell this. No, not even a single YouTuber will tell this. Do you know why? Because if they tell you this, you will learn. You will never saw their channel. They will lose a subscriber. They will lose a view. Okay. Tamil Nadu, India. Okay, Fasim, you're from Tamil Nadu. I'm asking, is there anyone from, I mean, who knows Bengali? anyone else. Now, do you understand why the YouTubers will never teach you this? Because they won't teach you. If you know how to do it, you will never watch his video again. He will lose uh subscriber. Okay. Now, no, not is that is not the reason, Ahmed Tarek. I will explain everything now. I will let me go with the step by step. Okay. Just forget about this run. This whole run, just forget it. Or I will just look. Here is your sell side. Here is your buy side. Any of you has any confusion about this run, that this is a leg, any confusion before this leg there was a consolidation, so this is the leg, so this leg has two parts, one retest, two parts. So here is one gap, that is the last fair value gap of this leg. This is the last fair value gap. Just try to understand this very clearly, guys. Whatever I am telling you here, nobody will tell you. If you didn't bring your notebook, bring it right now. Write it down, keep it with you. I am not here, I will be not here for a long time. Okay, I will quit these things. Try to understand. Look, there, this is the extreme fair value gap. I mean the the fair value gap. Okay, this is the extreme breakaway gap of this run, and this is the last fair value gap of this run. Why this fair value gap? Why not this fair value gap? Where is price right now? Price is over here. Now, if price want to go higher, it will go over here. If this fair value can hold the price, there is no other fair value gap above this fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap. This is the last fair value gap of this run from here to here. This is the run and this is the last fair value gap. Now, if price would like to go lower, it should be hold in this fair value gap. I mean, it can't break this fair value gap. This fair value gap should hold the price and send it back to the lower part, okay, to take the sell side liquidity. This should be the fair value gap. If it is broken, if this fair value gap is broken, if it is broken, there is no barricade over here to hold the price before taking this buy side liquidity. This is the buy side liquidity. There is no barricade that will hold the price before taking the buy side liquidity. Look at the price. It went higher. Look, where did it came? It came to this fair value gap. It went to the consequent encroachment. Okay, sorry, I'll just uh, did it hold the price and send it back to take the sell side liquidity? It has done. Okay, so it's done its job. Okay, it is very strong. Now I will see this one how it works. Then it went higher again. Okay, again, if it this fair value gap can hold the price to send it back again to take the sell side or more lower, this is the extreme fair value gap. Okay, if it failed, it will go higher. Where it will go? It will go and take the buy side liquidity. Above this buy side liquidity, what do you have? This is the last fair value gap. What does it mean? If price would like to go lower, this fair value gap should hold the price and send it back to the lower part and take the sell side liquidity. This is the fair value gap. This is its job. This fair value gap's job. Do you have any confusion to mark the fair value gap which will be used later in time? Is there any confusion, guys? Let me know. I explained this entry, so I am not going to talk about this entry anymore. I will talk about this entry now. I mean, why ICT took the entry over here. Why you don't have the, I mean, pen and pens, I mean, the notebook, please bring it on right now. This is the last fair value gap of this run. Anybody has any confusion? There shouldn't be any confusion. There is no other fair value gap above this fair value gap. from 15-minute chart. This is the 15-minute chart. Just forget about anything else over here. Wait, just a second. Just a second, guys. I'm sorry. Just a second. Just a second, okay? Look, this is your clean chart. There is no other clean chart. Okay, because I have a confusion. There is actually very small fair value gap above the lower fair value gap. It is a small, isn't the one below the fair value gap as well? Well, let me let me let me first tell you something. You guys are talking about this fair value gap. Let me just mark. You guys are talking about this fair value gap. I know. You are talking about this fair value gap. Now, when the chart is in a normal way, this is the normal way, okay? Can you see this one as a fair value gap? Is it possible to look this fair value gap as a fair value gap? Is it possible or not? How do you make it a fair value gap? You are forcing market. You are forcing market to make that as a fair value gap. When you stress your chart like that way, then it will be a fair value gap. If you just put your chart like just press over here, is it a fair value gap? Now tell me, is it a fair value gap? I don't think this is a fair value gap. If I force the market, then it will be a fair value gap. But look at this fair value gap. Do is it clear to see? It is the fair value. Is there any confusion about this fair value gap? Anybody has any confusion about this fair value gap? You shouldn't be. Now look at this fair value gap. There is another fair value gap over here. Let me go with everything else. And so this is also a fair value gap. If you go with this fair value gap, you will see the same thing. But look at this fair value gap and this fair value gap. Which is easier to see? I mean, when the fair value gap you can see with your clean eyes. I mean, look at this fair value gap. That is very hard to see. Look at this fair value gap. That is very hard to see. Don't go with this type of hard fair value gap. Just go with the clear one. This is the clear fair value gap, guys. Very clean fair value gap. Just this one, you are making that as a fair value gap. Okay, is it clear? No, the one below where the price bounce. I don't get. Can you tell me the price, brother? I mean, below, I don't care. The lower fair value gap, I don't care. I want the highest fair value gap. I mean, I want the highest fair value gap because my price is below here. And my price is below here. Okay, so if it wants to go lower, instead of what you are seeing, price is going lower. So when it will go lower, you will mark the highest fair value gap. When it will go higher, you will mark the lowest fair value gap. Look, it is going lower. Okay, you will mark the highest fair value gap. When it will go higher, you will mark the lowest fair value gap. This is the lowest fair value gap. Is it clear, guys? When market is going higher, you will mark the lowest fair value gap. When market is going lower, you will mark the highest fair value gap. Okay. And apostle, there is nothing about IOFED over here. Okay, just don't mix anything else over here. Whatever I'm telling you here, this is the wall. That is all. There is nothing else. No IOFED, nothing else. So don't mix it with your understanding. If you mix it with your understanding, you will never learn. To be honest, brother, just don't mix it. I'm repeating this. Don't try to mix this information with your understanding. Any of you, whoever are here, I don't care how long you are trading ICT or his concept. I don't care. If you are here, you are here to learn from me. If you would like to learn from me, you have to learn from the way I'm teaching you, I'm giving you. Okay, so please don't try to mix your understanding with my concept. I mean, with these things. Okay, otherwise you won't learn anything from here. I think it's clear. I mean, Milad, yes, thanks for clearing now. Okay, thank you, brother, for understanding. And I'm trying to make it much more clear. Okay, so now to this leg, this is the highest breakaway gap. Price went there. Okay, look at over here. When price came here, I will go to the 1 minute chart. Before going 1 minute chart, I need to data point on it. We don't have historical data for resolution for background. Okay, no problem. I would like to mark the, I mean, okay, I will mark the buy side liquidity. This is the buy. Just think this is the buy side liquidity. Okay, I don't want the precise marking. Now I will go to the 1 minute chart. You remember this fair value gap. Okay, don't forget that fair value gap. This is the fair value gap from 15 minutes, and this is the highest fair value gap. When you will see market is going lower, you have to mark the highest fair value gap. When you will see market is going higher, you have to the lowest fair value gap. Okay, look at the fair value gap. This is the lowest fair value gap. That is your breakaway gap, and this should be your entry gap. Okay, is there any confusion or not? It shouldn't be any confusion. Now look, if price would like, I mean, if this fair value gap can hold this price and send it back to the low of this low over here, this is the last fair value gap. Above this fair value gap, there is no barricade to stop the price taking this buy side liquidity. Okay, this is the concept. This is the last fair value gap. It should hold the price. How do I know it has hold the price? Look at the bodies. So it is fake breakout. I mean, that is another concept. I will talk about that later. Right now, try to understand. It has closed above the consequent encroachment. Look, it has closed above the consequent encroachment. What does it mean? It means it wants to go higher. Is there any other level to my chart here? I think you can't see anything else except this 15-minute fair value gap and this buy side liquidity. I have nothing over here. Okay, it is telling me that, brother, I want to go higher. Don't be fool. Don't take short. I am going lower right now. Either I am going lower to take some kind of, I mean, to make imbalance balanced, or I am going lower to take some kind of short. Okay, I mean sell side. Then I will come back here. I will give you a setup. Then I will take my buy side liquidity. So I am waiting. It is going lower, whatever it is doing. I saw it has come here, and as we all know that it actually reversed from here, so I'm just marking this as my sell side liquidity. Okay, because all of you know that it came here and it reversed from there. Now it has taken the sell side liquidity. Okay, now look at the price, what it has done. I will show you everything. Now it went higher, went a little bit higher, went there, come back, went higher. Look at the price over there. It is doing over there whatever it is doing, and then it has taken the buy side liquidity over there. What do you think over here? How do you know there was a setup? This 15-minute fair value gap has already told you price will go higher. But where? When? Here. It has already told you. Now, when it has taken the sell side liquidity, what will you wait for? You will wait for market structure shift. Where did you get your market structure shift? There is your market structure shift. Should I mean, that is your, should I use the, okay, I'll just do it again. So when I have got this market structure, should I care about this fair value gap right now? It is telling me again that I would like to go higher. How? It has closed above this consequent encroachment. Okay, so it is telling me that I will go and take the buy side liquidity. When I have got this market structure shape, where is my fair value gap? Tell me, brother, where is your fair value gap to this leg? When you will see the highest, I mean the run from lower to higher, you have to mark the lowest fair value gap as your breakaway gap. How did we mark this fair value gap? Remember, I am doing the same thing over here. I have marked this gap as my breakaway gap. Where is my second fair value gap? I told you, if you ever see two fair value gap on above another, where should be your entry? Your entry has to be above, I mean fair value gap above over there. Your stop loss has to be below the consequent encroachment. That means that should be your entry setup here to here. But if I were you, I would put my stop loss just below the consequent, I mean below the breakaway gap. Why? Because this gap is very small and I really don't want to put it, I mean here. If I would see some kind of fair value gap like this, then I would put my stop loss below the consequent encroachment, maybe below the 75%, okay, somewhere here. But if I see this type of small fair value gap, I always put my stop loss below that fair value gap, I mean the breakaway gap. Where should be your target? That should be your target. Now let's see what price did. You are already in the market, okay? You are on in the market, and it takes little time, and then that is your trade. Now 37 handle, you are carrying about, I mean you are, what does it call, you are carrying about the risk reward. It is 1.36 on is to 1.36, right? I don't care about risk reward. Why? Because 8 or 9 out of 10 times I got the winning trade, because I read the price from all of this place. I don't take the short from here. I don't take short. Though that was a very nice short setup depending on the fair value gap, I don't take this short. I read the price here. Then I wait for this setup, this perfect setup. Then I go for my entry. I wait for macro. I took my macro entry. Okay, something like this. If you got 7 or 8 times out of 10 times winning trade, do you care about your stop loss? I don't care. If I get a loss, I can mitigate my loss instantly. I show you all of, I mean I showed it to you. The guys who are with me for near about from the first of this month, you already know I lost, I take my loss. The very next day I told you, brother, I will mitigate my loss. The very next day I mitigate my loss. Did I do it or not? Let me know to the comment box. If I lie, tell me that I'm a liar. I really care about your opinion, guys. That's why I don't care actually about the risk reward ratio. I know I will be right most of the time. Now, this will work every time? No, brother, it will not work every time. Sometimes it won't work. To be honest, brother, sometimes I take loss. ICT take loss. Every single body take loss. Nothing is 100% I mean proof, losing proof, okay? You have to take loss. But do you care about your loss? I don't care. I know how to mitigate my loss. I will wait for this type of setup again. Whenever I will get this setup, I will take my entry again. I will mitigate my loss. I will stop over there. The very next entry, I will take my profit. So that's a very long discussion, and I forgot something. I told someone to show something, but I forgot. Okay, that is my apology. I mean, I forgot what I wanted to show. Isn't the below fair value gap as well? No, on the below where the price bounce. Dario, is your confusion clear, brother? Let me know, okay? Facidial memories and new week opening gap. I told you, brother. I told you everything over here. New week opening gap is extra sauces. That is extra sauces. I'm just trying to teach you the fair value gap. How do you know which fair value gap will be used for later price action? How do you, this fair value gap I will use for later price action, because this is the breakaway gap, okay? An could be a IOPT. Okay, brother, I told you. I'm sorry, sir, I'm taking about little gap. We're not considering seeing where market came after the MSL, but no problem. The thing is, brother, I told you, if you see some kind of little fair value gap, which is very hard to see, um, I really avoid that type of fair value gap. But if you are confused that there is another fair value gap, if you are confused, okay, you just skip that one. It is very easy to skipping. If you skip and then just read the price, there is nothing to lose, okay? So you will just skip that setup or something. Do you have any idea how many setup I skip? I can see easy run. I mean maybe 15 to 10, 20 handle or 25 handle. How many times I skip when I trade live money? I take one entry. If it is winning, I quit my entry. Okay. Rest of the day, I did paper trading. I mean, when I didn't started to share my understanding with you guys, I did the paper trading. One day, I remember I got 27 winning trade. If you believe it or not, I don't know. One by one, 27 winning trade. There was no losing trade. To be honest, brother. There are some losing days as well. I don't want to share my losing. But 27 winning trade, every winning trade was near about 15 to 20 handle. Okay, you guys know how to calculate the profit. And at the beginning, or at that means I took the entry at the London session. I was in Portugal in that time. So at the London session, I was awake, and I took the entry to the, I mean, I think maybe 2:05 a.m. New York local time. I take my entry. Within 3 minutes, my entry has closed. So that was my winning trade. So I am bound not to take any more entry. If I have a winning entry, I don't take any more entry to my live account. Okay. So I closed my that time I had my Forex fund actually. So I closed my Forex fund. I did scalp whole day. I had a off day. I did scalp whole day, and it was near about 27 winning trade in a row. And then end of the day, I was thinking if I did this to my live account, now I will be a near about 50 to $60,000 profit. I would have like that. Okay. So that's the thing, brother. You have to be master with your emotion as well. And I am just 56 like, man. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Okay, thanks everyone. Now I can't ask you like because I got 56 no sorry 55 like already. So I'm feeling honored, and I'm really thankful to you guys for loving me that much. And if I can successfully wasted your time successfully, okay, then I think that's enough for today. Uh, you have to be patient. You have to give me some time. I will do the study for you. What you have to do, you have to take some notes, like how I mark this fair value gap. I told you, so you have to write it down. When price is going from higher, let me show. When price is going from here to here, I have to mark the highest fair value gap, which should be easy to look. Okay, easy to see, not hard to see. When price will go here to here, price is right here now. Okay, I will mark the lowest fair value gap, which is very easier to see. Okay, these things you have to write it down. If I ever see two fair value gap after taking the sell side liquidity, market structure shift, if I ever see two fair value gap, this the lowest fair value gap will be marked, I mean the breakaway gap, the lowest fair value gap, what I have shown you over here, lowest fair value gap, this will be the lowest fair value gap, the breakaway gap. I will keep it for later use. I will take my entry to the upper fair value gap. My stop loss will be just below the consequent encroachment of the breakaway gap. Most of the time I will see market will never come back here, but sometimes it can come to the consequent encroachment or little bit lower the consequent encroachment. You have to write it down everything. Whenever I will take a entry depending on fair value gap, I mean consequent encroachment rejection, then it will come back again to the upper level of the fair value gap. I will take my entry. I have to have the buy side liquidity or the sell side liquidity, clean buy side liquidity. I mean relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows. I have to have that. If I don't see very clean buy side liquidity or very clean sell side liquidity, I can take this entry. Not this entry, any type of entry I can take. If there is nothing, will I hold my trade? If I take my entry over here, will I hold my entry until the buy side liquidity? Never. I will put my target somewhere which is much more obvious. In the meantime, I will take some partial. I will put my stop loss. I show you all of these things through my Twitter. All of you know how to manage the trade. You will do this. You have to write it down, this type of things on your notebook. If you skip this, now I have shown you this thing. Okay, everything you have to mark. I have shown. I have. You have to mark this gap. You have to mark this gap. You have to mark this sell side liquidity. You have to mark this gap, market structure shift, buy side liquidity, everything you have to mark to your chart. If you skip this, trust me, brother, you have successfully wasted your time. You didn't get anything from my video, nothing at all, to be honest. And I know I'm rude. I talk like that way. If you think I'm rude, then I'm rude. But I care about your success. That's why I'm telling you this. If you don't repeat this, I mean copy paste this, you have successfully wasted your time. This whole video, this whole time I was talking here, it will never help you if you don't mark every level to your chart. Not only this level, whatever I marked over here, if you remember, I marked this, I mean this consequent encroachment of this this week, last week, and then I have marked this one, this low. You have to write it down to your chart. Why it has rejected from this consequent encroachment? You have to write it down. Just a second, okay? Price, sorry, price has rejected from the CE of the last week after taking it, taking the sell side. If you don't do this, trust me, brother, if you don't do this, then don't take a screenshot. You have successfully wasted 3 or 4 or I don't know how many times you are watching me. You have successfully wasted that all the time. You need to do this, guys. Thank you. Can you show me the yes chart? You like to see the yes chart? Why yes chart? Okay, over here. Need to just close the long looking for a reversal. Thank you for you all do. The path is fairly full of good areas to make some dollar in my inbox. If it is real money, then if you want to take your entry, you can take your entry by your own analysis. Okay, don't take any kind of entry depending on my analysis. If you do it, I will think you, I will think that is kind of, what to say, disrespect or something. So we took this entry and it worked perfectly, right? You remember I talked about this one from 5 minute chart. I talked about everything. Do you remember or not, guys? That was a perfect entry. You see, this is the scalping. I mean, you will be able to do this when you will understand how to read the price. It takes time. It will take time, but you will understand. Okay. I want to show you the thing over here as well. This is the last fair value gap from 15-minute chart. Look at the price action over here. It has rejected from the consequent encroachment. Nobody has closed below the consequent encroachment. Price failed to come the upper level of this fair value gap. Do you have any trade? No, you don't have any trade. This is mini SMP, okay, guys? You don't have any trade over here depending on this fair value gap. I told you, remember, I told you that I will mark this as my breakaway gap. So, okay, music. I love your teaching style too. God bless you, brother. No problem. My music life, music life. Do you actually sing song, something like that, brother? So there is no entry. Okay, if price would can come back here, then I would look for entry over here. My stop loss will be. It's very difficult to put my stop loss. Maybe I would put it over here. No, not over there. I think I would put it below this swing, I mean this low, okay? Maybe, I'm not sure. And my target would be this buy side liquidity, okay? But it failed to come back to the upper level of this breakaway gap. Instead of that, it went higher. It has taken the buy side liquidity, I mean the clean highs, okay? And mm, who are Santi? Santi, there is your diminution pitch chart, brother. Uh, what actually you like? Okay, so do you remember what I told you about this? I'd like to describe this again one more time, please. Where is your Friday? Where is your Friday candle, guys? This is your Friday candle. Price went below this Friday candle low. Yeah, it has taken all the sell side liquidity. But what you should expect? What should you expect when it is going lower? Will you do something? No. Why? Because you know your range where price will come back. When you will see some kind of rejection, I mean, let me show you. So price actually came here. It has came to this level. I don't know what level is this. Okay, whatever it is. Then it went higher. When it started to go high, now you will look for your buy. Why? Because you know it will go back to the Friday range. Aha! Isn't it easy to understand, guys? After watching Saturday price action, okay? Can you, any of you, just I need your true opinion. Any of you, when you saw prices going lower, any of you could expect this thing, this run, it will go higher again? Any of you? I need your true opinion, guys. I always give you the truth, tell you the truth. So I need your true opinion, okay? So let me just know, any of you expected this that market will go higher again today? When you saw it was actually went lower, it was going lower over here. I mean, let me show it to you. When you saw market is actually going lower, 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 it is going lower, okay? From where it will reverse, I don't ask that. I didn't ask that. I asked when you have seen market is actually going lower, any of you expected that market will go higher and it will go inside the Friday range again? Any of you who were with me in Saturday when I was explaining about the price action, I told you that that will be the next step. I mean, the next Saturday when I will do the live stream, I will go a little more difficult step. Okay, I know it's gonna be little bit confusing for you, but you will understand. Trust me, brother. Every day I will show you what I have shown you, so it will be easier for you to understand. Right now, I'm showing you here, right? That what is the Monday price action? It is the accumulation phase. It will be inside the Friday range. Okay, so I am a bass player and venturing into electronic music production now. I will send you a link to some of my stuff on Twitter. Sure, brother. I would be love to. I mean, listen to your music, brother. Thank you. Traders to trust. No. Traders, are you with me? I mean, you were with me in Saturday when I was talking about the precise price action for every specific day. You were you with me or not? Okay, let me know that, traders. And I didn't see any kind of reply from you guys. That means there was no one with me in Saturday. No one. To be honest, there was no one. Martin, are you there? Then I so far remember Avinovo. Avinovo is not here, I know. Julian, yeah. Julian, Julian, you were with me in Saturday. Then I think an Apostolo, you were with me. I remember you name. Just give me the answer. The true opinion, okay? When you saw market was actually going lower, any of you were expected that market will go back again into the guidance with the reason why it will go back over here, over there, okay? With the reason. Any of you expect that or not? Because expectation is everything to trading. If you can't expect, you can't trade. You have to predict. You have to expect. Okay. Saturday, I don't know. Maybe I have some work to do. Oh, okay, so you were not with me in Saturday. So I think no one is here who was with me in Saturday. I was with you this Saturday. I expected reversal in price because it is Monday. Okay, that was the thing I was asking. Music, thank you. So you reply me lately. I was thinking that there is no one who are with me in Saturday. But thanks for letting me know that you are with me. Of course, but I don't hear the question. Okay, no problem, no problem, Anapostolo. Okay, so you guys will understand the thing in next Saturday. I mean, the very next step of last Saturday. Okay, so I will break the market again. First Saturday, I talked about only daily chart. The second Saturday, I mean, the last Saturday, I went to 50-minute chart. Next Saturday, I will go to 1 minute chart. Okay, so it's gonna be next step and the last step of every day's price action. Okay, so I think that's all for today. And if you guys are new over here, any of you are new, please give me a subscriber. I'll be glad to have you with my family. I mean, in my family. If you think it's helpful or information, the information I'm giving you here, it's gonna be useful, then give me a thumbs up, share my videos, links, so that new people can know about my channel. I'll be grateful to all of you guys. Until tomorrow, see you guys. Bye bye.